At KFMA.com. You want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com on this beautiful Tuesday, December 19th. Good morning, Rico.
Good morning.
And good morning, Weirdo.
Good morning.
It looks like we might have technical difficulties in a second for whatever reason. Hold on. I got to manually. There we go.
It wouldn't be this show without it.
No, I know. I know. And at the end of the year, as we put a bow on the calendar year, you know, we started off with technical difficulties. We end with technical difficulties. In the middle, we had some technical difficulties. Mm-hmm. What an S show we are.
And then like 3/4 of the way through, you know.
I know. This is how fantastic we are on all fronts. And, you know, not us in particular. I'm going to pat ourselves on the back for a job well done this year. Everyone that contributed to this family has really stepped up. Yes, and we have done some extraordinary things, right? Much to the detriment of our surroundings, right? It's
in spite of.
Yes, I'll give you a prime example, a perfect example of nonsense. So we just had our holiday party last week, you know, on a Wednesday, which is always a good sign for business, right? You know the company's doing well then when they're like, hey, Christmas party Wednesday at 5:00, right? But Weirdo won a big prize, and I was super happy for her. It was, you know, it was a 1-night stay at a very nice resort here for up to 4 people, right? And I assume this is something done on trade because that's usually the case, right? So Weirdo gets it. She gets excited. She has 3 other partners. This is kind of perfect for her polycube. You're talking like double date night. You know, the room is going to get loved in, right? Spas, you know, poolside drinks, all that good stuff. Something to look forward to. And you work very hard, and you're super underpaid. I'll admit that. We all are. So this was a blessing and something to thank you for all your good work this year. And then what's been happening with that?
So basically, it's a piece of paper, and it's got like a code on it and what it covers, and it's a pretty significant package, which is cool. But then we call the resort to make the reservation, and they're like, "We don't know what to do with this. What is this?" And then we're like, "Explain." Like, it's a piece of paper, and it has the whole thing. And
why is it in crayon?
Yeah, dude. It's a 3-letter code, first of all. Like, it's super, you could just guess it.
That's super weird too. Yeah.
So finally we get somebody's like, oh no, you gotta talk to this specific manager, left 2 voicemails and nothing. And it expires next Saturday.
Oh man, yeah, you're on a crunch.
Yeah, exactly.
That is ridiculous too.
Right. And it's like blackout dates, like no holidays, and also you can't use it on expected to sell out dates. And I'm like, it's the holidays.
Right. And here's the thing about resorts here in Arizona during the wintertime. Now, you might get lucky the week between Christmas and New Year's, but you might not. But that is the busy season for resorts, right? That's when all the prices go up. That's when all the snowbirds come in. That's when all the corporate functions happen.
Exactly.
The resort that you're at has tons of corporate functions. I know this for a fact because I've been in that industry, right? It's our bread and butter. So they gave you a certificate that's saying you can't book on any potential sellout dates with an expiration date that leads you nothing but potential sellout dates and holidays until then.
Yeah, like literally, I got it on the 13th. It expires on the 30th.
Yeah, dude.
Wowza.
Yeah, I am not that depressed about my $25 gift card anymore. It looks like my $25 gift card is 100% more value than what you got.
Exactly.
Right.
I was excited with mine too. I got a Play Nation 5.
Yeah, Play Nation 5.
Play Nation.
Yeah, they give you a certificate to pick up a Play Nation 5 at any game stoop. Still looking for that? You still looking for that game stoop?
It's like, this doesn't even play games. It's just fuzz.
I'll tell you what. I know it's difficult to find those game stoops, but definitely buy stocks in them. You'll be rich before you know it.
Okay.
It's a big deal. Yeah. So, I mean, literally, like, we can't be thanked enough. You know,
I know.
mean, with all these, like,
hashtag blessed life. Oh,
serious.
my God.
I mean, the only way that they could top this and make us feel more welcome is to kick us in the nuts when we walk down the hallway. It's fantastic. I'm going to give you a gift certificate here, Weirdo, because I do feel, upset about that. So what's Rico? What's something good and fantastical, or something that might not ever exist that you can never cash in?
Oh God, $5,000 Amazon gift card plus free booty rub.
Ooh, yeah, and a unicorn. Okay, so $5K. Let's see. You say Amazon gift card,
Sure.
which is good. I mean, that's feasible.
Oh, what's Barnes and Noble? Are they out of business yet?
No, people still read.
Borders came. Yeah,
Borders bookstore.
There you go. Through Borders.
Yeah, I put a unicorn. All right, gotcha. This is gonna be big. This is gonna be the biggest Christmas gift you ever got.
Nice.
What was the middle one again? 5,000 Amazon gift card. We had a unicorn at the end.
Booty rub.
Oh yeah, booty rub.
Yeah, can't forget the butt massage.
Awkward massage.
No, the thing is, okay, well, I'm gonna put a little asterisk on here.
Mhm.
Okay, so booty rub, boom. This gift certificate is good for all these things. Okay. Now the only stipulation is you got about 15 minutes to cash it in. The asterisk for the booty rub though is that's unlimited. So good luck to you. Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, whatever. You're welcome. There you go.
That's very nice,
so
UB.
happy.
I know. You can frame it if you want. I mean, because that's as much as that's worth. But
Wow.
yeah, I know.
What's a unicorn?
Did I spell that wrong? Yeah, I'm an idiot. All right. Well,
That's
you know
a
what?
corporate event function name you can go to. Unicon.
No, that's how we get you. You think it's going to be a unicorn, then you're like, "Hey, is this a typo?" And you're like, "No, actually, we just lied to you straight up. There's no such thing as a unicorn." Stupid.
You just got unicorned. Sorry.
All right. Well, look, if they're not going to give us anything for Christmas, we might as well treat ourselves. Weirdo, name any song you want to hear this morning to start things off.
Ooh, any song.
Any effing song
Any effing song.
that I have in the playlist.
Yeah. Ooh. How about some Powerman 5000 this morning?
Powerman, really, you're going for the safest.
Oh, I know.
I am going for the safest, but I do love Powerman.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. I do like that you like Powerman. I'm not going to play When Worlds Collide because we hear that every day, all day, right? So this is your options. Nobody's Real, Supervillain, Bombshell, Supernova Goes Pop, Ultra Mega, or Free.
Supernova Goes Pop.
Yeah, you like that song?
Yeah.
Good. Well, let's find out why Weirdo likes this song. Your Morning Morons coming up next. We have so much happening on the show today. It's going to be a good one, so keep it right here on Rock 102.1 KFMA. You know the name of the show. Let's go. 21 Pilots on Rock 102.1 KFMA, Heavy Dirty Soul. Welcome back to the show. It's now 6:16 and time for your Morning Moron. I'll reveal the headline that NBC News has for this story because hats off to them. And hopefully it wasn't AI who came up with it, but it's so cheesy that it works. Our morning moron story today is actually several people who were robbing a bank in Colorado. And this is where the irony kicks in. Okay. This happened in Commerce, Colorado. And I haven't been to Commerce, but it might not be a great neighborhood. Okay. And the reason why I'm thinking that is because not only were these guys, robbing a bank, things didn't go as planned because in the middle of their heist, when they went to go leave, they realized that somebody reportedly stole their car, their getaway car. So 3 masked and armed individuals targeted a bank, a check cashing service actually on Saturday morning. And that's how you know it's also a bad neighborhood. Now, according to the police department, however, the 4th individual stole the robber's vehicle while they were committing the crime. Woo! Sorry, I'm going to get back here. I want to get live here for you guys. Since we were late yesterday, I figured we'd go early today, and I know we're already in Morning Moron territory.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. And it is. It's a Christmas gift to come early. We're going to do a couple good shows here before we wrap up the year and then take our little vacation. We'll see how long.
Got to do the Christmas light frames.
Oh, snap. Yeah, no, I had those from last year.
You didn't decorate this year?
I didn't decorate this year. Well, we don't have Powers contributing this year. He's been out this entire year. It's been, a weird kind of friendly to the face and not too much behind the back kind of deal.
Yeah.
He'll come back around.
We can just say the electric bill went up. We don't have to bother with it.
Yeah. There you go.
Too many lights.
I mean, did you put up Christmas lights this year?
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I don't believe
At your
you.
at your Nana's?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Show some pictures. You got some pictures?
Why is that a big deal? Everybody does it.
Well, not everybody. I mean,
You guys are acting like that's not the norm. Like, what? You
No,
buy
it's
$10
your
lights?
response. It's your tone.
yeah, dude,
Oh.
it's hard to
Really?
believe in anything you
Sure.
say because you
Well, it's just weird. I'm like, why is this a
big?
big deal?
Well, it's a big deal. I mean, it's not that big of a deal actually. I mean, I can see you being a great grandson, and that of course you would do that because you love your Nana, or you call her Nana. Yeah. So of course you would do that for your Nana that you love, which is nice. But I want to see pictures. I want to see how good the job was. I want to see, like,
We should find the guy in Tucson who goes like all out. I know it's probably more Oral Valley though. People who like go crazy with it every year and
No,
do like
'cause
the
they've got
synchronized
rules.
music
They've got
They got
rules
rules.
up there.
homeowners
Yeah.
associations have rules. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
about Christmas lights.
Well,
Yeah.
especially up in Oral Valley, like they have like 3 choices of what they can paint their buildings. Like that's it. It has to be all neutral desert
I would hate that.
colors. Mm-hmm.
Ugh, HOAs.
Yeah, I mean, I have a couple friends up in Phoenix that go nutty when it comes to their Christmas lights, and like Griswold style.
Mm.
Where I'm like, what are you doing? Like, how much, electricity do you want to waste? And how gaudy do you want to be? But it's seriously like, a Christmas tree setting that or light display that you can see from space. In
Yeah.
fact, I will pull up a picture to show you that I'm not lying. I'll do that here after my life because it's impressive, but also disappointing at the same time.
Mhm.
And maybe it's only disappointing because I'm like, I can't even afford those lights. I can't afford that electricity bill, first and foremost.
Right.
I definitely couldn't afford all the lights that it takes to put that on. And then I
Mhm.
can't even imagine like the amount of work and the hours that it would take to put on a display like this. So when you did the Christmas lights, you just go around the edge of the house, or what did you do?
Yeah, there's like little nails. You just put them up. It's not a big. It's not like
Yeah, so
going
you-
all out.
Yeah, it's
Right.
already kind of pre-made.
Yeah.
And you just hang
You're
them
not
up.
hammering shit and something
Right.
Like that.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
easy.
we had kids. We had some of the kids climbing trees to put the lights up. We're like, here, get up there. You'll be fine.
That's a little
This isn't
extreme,
OSHA. Like, come on.
but- Okay, we're gonna
You're
get
fine.
into F my life here real quick.
Did you get caught self-loving by your mom?
Awkward. It is awkward.
Did you do something that got you fired from your job?
I just get stupider.
It's fun being stupid.
Don't hide this in vain. Let us laugh at your pain. Call 600 KFMA right away
I promise we won't embarrass you.
because Beef Vegan presents F My Life. F My Life. F My Life.
Yes, it's time for another edition of Your F My Life. These are unfortunate situations. Email to me at beefvegan@kfma.com, subject line FML. But of course, if you have an F My Life you care to share on the air, and give us a call at 600 KFMA, that's 605-362. And Rico, Weirdo, and I will weigh in on your F My Life situation. You guys ready?
Mhm.
All right,
Mhm.
first F My Life sent to me by Bill. It's kind of a bummer, Bill, but I'll read it anyways. He's like, hey, Beef, I recently just bought my own house after divorcing my wife of 30 years. We've been childless by her choice, and as I stood in my new living room, looking at the emptiness, I couldn't help the feeling that I just bought a 2-story, $425,000 coffin that I'll one day die alone and be buried in. Ugh.
Holy crap!
Wow.
Happy holidays to you, huh? F
Oh
my
my
life.
god!
What do you say, Rico?
A pragmatist, huh? Okay. Yeah, F my life.
All right, you say F my life, weirdo.
I say F my life.
Okay.
Oh,
I am going to say Big Baby for 2 reasons. Okay, so one, first and foremost, your love life's not over, Bill, and luckily you're not firing blanks yet. Presumably, guys can spread the seed until they're old and gray. Look at any of the Rolling Stones, right? With that said, too, that seems like too big of a house. You should have got yourself a hip like bachelor pad condo downtown, and with that extra money, attract a suitor or two.
Yeah.
So, and the next one that you end up banging, try to plant the seed. Yeah, she might not stay with you forever, but at least you'll have an offspring, It's still possible. Like, I have a kid, and I don't think I'm going to have another kid. But if I really felt the need to have another kid, it's not that impossible.
right.
Right?
Please don't.
Yeah. Oh. Well, you're cracking yourself up a little too hard. Why? Why would it be so bad to have another beef in this world?
Because you were at the finish line. Don't have another one. Don't start over.
I'm not.
I'm saying this for your benefit.
I'm not at the finish line.
We're raising your daughter. Yes, you are.
Well, yeah, but so this time, like with my daughter,
Mhm.
I was like, a sole guardian,
Mhm.
and I raised her by myself, right? So I figured I got enough karma in me. The next one, I don't even have to be around. I could be an absentee dad, but I still have an offspring.
No.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
God damn
So
it.
Just keep a rotation. They're gonna get 18. You have a new one. Do the Al Pacino. Just keep going.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
speaking of which, Al Pacino recently had a kid.
That's right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Didn't Robert De Niro too?
Yes.
They're in competition.
God,
Yeah.
they're 80.
I know. That's the thing.
Well, good for them.
So,
Jesus.
so that goes back to Bill. Like, hey, Bill, man, as long as there's still Viagra, you still have an opportunity to impregnate whoever you end up sleeping with. So it's not over till it's over, son.
That's
And
right.
you could meet yourself a 35-year-old lonely woman who really wanted to have a kid her entire life, but just didn't find the one. And then Big Bill here,
Bill.
yeah, just bought a $500,000 house, that has all that extra room.
Mhm.
Be like, what's appealing, baby? Look at that. I got 3 bedrooms. There's only one of me.
And
What's
I can't
up?
move.
Come here, baby. All right. Anyways, that's enough advice for Bill. Let's our next F My Life sent to me by Brittany. Brittany said today while bringing my baby an early morning bottle, I tripped over a ball and fell into the glass coffee table, smashing it and cutting myself pretty badly. My husband slept through the whole thing, but the neighbors came by to tell me to keep it down.
This adds to my argument. Don't have any more babies.
Well, I mean, again, I'd be asleep.
Yeah.
Well, F her life.
Yes, there you go. And Rico?
F my life.
Yeah, that's bad. All right. Chris sent me this email. He said, I once bought a brand new flat screen TV, and when I brought it home, it didn't work. Furious, I walked into Best Buy and yelled at a guy in a tucked in blue polo and khakis. I asked him why it didn't work, and he said he didn't know. I kept screaming. He didn't have a name tag. He didn't work there.
Well, it's the same thing. Don't show up to Target wearing a red t-shirt because
Yeah.
everybody's going to assume you work there. So,
Yeah.
Big baby, you should have been paying attention more.
Yeah, I mean, at least you got it out of your system, Chris. And I'm
Mhm.
sure you got your TV back. What do you say, Rico?
Yeah, F my life. I've been to the strip club assuming a lot of people are strippers, but they're not.
Right. Yeah.
It's sad.
You going up with a $5
Like, let me get a
bill?
dance, baby. She's like, do you want a drink or what? I'm like, oh,
The bouncer's like, I don't do dances.
yeah.
yet.
Yeah, start asking the ladies next time. All right. Next email sent to me by Melissa said, today I got fired via text. The last sentence was, wish you the best, take care.
Ooh.
That's rough. What do you say, Rico?
Yeah, that's harsh.
Yeah, no one likes getting fired or broken up with by text. What do you say there, weirdo?
I mean, it sucks that you got fired, but at least you didn't have the awkward conversation in person while you were crying. So, big baby.
You think you would cry when you get fired?
If it was from here, yeah.
You
Love
know,
this job.
I'll tell you what.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna fire you. When I got fired from this job, the first time, I did get a little choked up. Only when I was talking about my daughter, because then I realized I'm like, oh, I can't. Like, we're gonna be homeless, and then the emotions got to me.
Yeah.
This cold-blooded company, this cold-blooded sea sucker of a company, didn't give a damn. It was 2 weeks before Christmas, 1 week into a pay period, and then when I say I need something, they're gonna be surprised that I demand it.
How dare they?
Your karma's coming, bruh.
And they close right before they close the door, and they go, should have pulled out.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Like, damn.
That's what Jeannie said to me while she changed the locks. I'm like, Jeannie, no.
Sorry, not sorry. You're
That's
full.
funny.
All right, final up my life of the day sent to me anonymously. I don't know why she wanted to be anonymous, but she said, today I lost the bet with my grandma. Now she's coming with me on my next date.
Aw.
Aw.
I actually like that. That's adorable.
You like that until the date decides to bang the grandma over the girl.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
Yeah, hey, yeah, Mom Bob was a popular search in 2024.
The
for some
forbidden
people.
section of the hub.
Yeah. I just imagine you go on this date and then trust me, look, as reasonable as any guy is, in the back of their mind, they're gonna think, is it possible?
Good God.
I would go on a date with Rico if he brought his grandma because she's adorable. I
Oh,
love her.
She's
Yeah,
cutthroat. She'll hate your tattoos.
Yeah, you would
Good.
not she would not
Good.
approve of you at all, for sure, dude.
She's nice, but she's the devil.
You would end up being ghosted and left with the bill, 100%. As you
Ouch.
see her slowly running away. All right, but yes, a big baby to you, Miss Anonymous. We're gonna keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. You can join us youtube.com/beefvegan or keep it right here in Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear. All right, sorry. Sometimes I let my issues come out. Let's see.
So you're gonna keep banging until you're 90?
That would be the goal.
Yeah.
I would like
By
to.
the time we get there, it's probably technology's probably gonna get even crazier.
Well,
We're
honestly,
gonna have like robot peepees.
with my luck with women I'm like, shit, I'm only like 5-10 years away from having a good enough like cyber model of a girlfriend.
Right.
Like I might be that guy, unfortunately.
It's a waiting
because,
game.
Yeah, I'm so terrible at relationships that it is possible that I'll just
That's a good point.
invest.
You think about looking today in modern era, looking at these older dudes with like the sugar babies and things like that, how judgmental. It's like if you're gonna get judged for that horniness old man factor anyway,
Mhm.
when you get those robot hottie partner things, you're gonna be like, yeah, well, it could have been a real one. At least I'm ethical. I'm going for the robot.
Yeah.
And she
Mhm.
won't steal all my money.
You know, I have had this thought.
Crazy.
It's like we've had this kind of luck in our lifetime where the timing has kind of worked out. Like, so my generation, like, we grew up in the 80s, right? With pre-internet. And then as a teenager, you know, starting to develop the internet. So we still have an understanding of the internet and all these like kind of cool things, but got to live through the great part of the 90s and then, you know, go through all these kind of decades. The timing kind of just like synced up
Mhm.
to my benefit to a certain extent, with the exception of like, I guess, radio opportunity. Because if I was in radio 5 years prior, I'd
Mhm.
probably making 3 times the amount of money, right?
Right.
Mm,
But that's okay. You know, once you get to, but
That's okay.
as far as technology is concerned, yeah, like once I start getting too old and decrepit, might be the time where like really realistic artificial intelligence sex robot dolls are a really affordable asset that becomes super popular amongst the population.
Yeah, it's like
And-
the Mercedes C class
yeah,
versus
yeah.
S class. You're like,
Mm.
I'll take the consumer variant.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
And look, I'm not above buying a used doll either because
Right.
you know, like I mean, everyone I dated was technically the same.
Yeah,
So,
good point. Good point.
Yeah. So that's how that is. And you know, I do think if I'm at that point of old decrepitcy and loneliness, and I could just invest one of those and then you're good to go.
Yeah.
Just for those kicks. But how often do you really need to do it at that point? You know?
Speak for yourself. A lot.
3 times a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A week.
Yeah.
A day.
Well, I mean, at first you got to break it in, right?
Right.
But you don't want to break
Break
it
it
in
in.
too much because then you're going to have to trade it in or at least trade out parts.
Mm.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I have an interesting list that I think we'll share on the air. It's like what her favorite sex position says about her.
Mm.
See, I told you it was interesting.
No, I just thought about it like the maintenance on a sex, like a robot sex doll. I
Mhm.
didn't think about that. Are they going to have a self-cleaning feature like your oven?
Absolutely. They're gonna have
Possibly.
like a little thing inside that like just spits out the used area and then a new one will regenerate.
Well, you know, do you
Bye.
have a Roomba?
Uh,
Have you ever had a Roomba?
Oh yeah, I guess
So
they
you just take that little slot out, dump it
New one.
out.
Yeah. Dishwasher safe.
Dishwasher safe.
Yeah.
They're obviously.
Easy. This has been answered many times,
Well,
weirdo.
honestly, it was probably like question number 1, right?
Mhm.
Because they're just like, yeah, like, okay, maybe question number 1.1. Question number 1 is, can we fuck it?
Mhm.
Right.
Question number 2 is, how do we clean it up so we don't feel so disgusting when we go back for seconds, right?
And
And
question 3, what's the
but
shipping?
how?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many dudes wouldn't care?
well,
Right? Because like,
You don't change your bed sheets. You're like, I'm not going
That's-
to change the vagina receptacle.
that's a whole different
Hmm.
thing. Let me ask our female listeners here, right? Would you, in a loving relationship with your male partner, have a threesome with a robot sex doll?
No.
You say no.
I say no.
Well, that's because you have real life.
No, I
threesomes.
do understand that. That's fantastic and great, but like,
It
I don't
begins.
know. No.
How many real life threesomes have you
What
had
is that
this
sex
year?
doll gonna do for me?
A lot.
Well,
Or
There's
is it
a
just
mode.
me being
You
a
hit
cock
a
and like
knob. You hit a
watching
knob.
him
first off,
F it?
look, Alex said probably, and
Okay.
thumbs up. But okay, now this is a situation. This isn't what like modern day sex dolls that are essentially just cold corpses. I'm talking ones.
Okay, now you've got me in.
Yeah, apparently.
What you think? We're not talking about the blow up ones. We're talking about AI, like almost sentient. Well, I think
Yeah.
you put
Okay.
a 5-minute timer on the guy one, and then they know to go over to you afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh, a little timer feature.
You
Female
break
mode.
out the iPad and you pre-program it.
Exactly.
Mhm.
I mean,
Music,
you
the
know what?
lights.
I would, if in that situation, I would also just click on the random because you don't want to predict
Random
too much.
mode.
Yeah.
Is she
The
histrionic
shuffle-
tonight?
The shuffle playlist.
Daddy issues level 12.
Yeah. Oh, Alex said, are there both parts? Well, yes, you could customize it, and you could definitely make both parts. You can make one on the forehead, like a literal unicorn. And then
Right.
Nick said, does having 2 sex dolls in bed count as a threesome? Yes, it does. In fact, actually,
That just sounds like a workout.
it does.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know, you
Best
gotta
of
be
both
careful.
worlds.
Wait, because how do you guys know how much those sex dolls weigh?
They're gonna get
Well,
lighter. They're gonna have like not what is it, like carbon fiber, I'm sure.
yeah, but you want it to be have a little bit of weight and substance to it to make it realistic.
Let's add this to my Google search of 2023.
I'll see if Rocco.
Aluminum.
Rocco on 2.1. Who's this?
Oh, this is Jesse.
What's up, Jesse?
Hey, so I have a bit of a late FML.
Okay.
So I was reading on Travel and Leisure online. They had an article that Tucson has the most aggressive holiday drivers. And about the other day, I almost got hit by a reindeer caravan. And my coworker saw it because they were also making a left turn as I almost got hit by a rainbow caravan or a reindeer caravan.
Where do you find
What?
a reindeer caravan in Tucson?
Oh, you know
Tang.
how people decorate their cars and vehicles with the lights and the antlers and such.
Like a
Yeah.
minivan?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then what happened? So did they see that they almost hit you?
Well, I was riding my skateboard and it went into one of the drainage canals.
Whoa.
Okay.
And yeah, my coworker saw all of that.
Really?
And they're laughing.
And as
Yeah.
as they drove by, did they say "F you, Grandma"?
What?
Probably.
Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. God damn
Grandma
it,
got
come
run
on,
over by a
guys.
crackhead.
I know, but that's seriously like a terrible joke there, weirdo.
Oh, I've got another one for you
Okay,
later.
give it to me right now. I got another one.
What do you call a Christmas menstrual cycle?
What?
Krampus.
Okay. I actually like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This man almost lost his life to a crackhead van, and you're making jokes.
Yeah. Again, Jesse, F your life, but
Yeah,
if you've ever
anyway,
been
here.
a woman who had to go menstruate, no.
You don't know real pain.
Yeah. So, well, I appreciate it.
Congratulations, you're still a male in this world.
For
You'll be
sure.
fine.
Hey, question.
Mhm.
Is there any chance you could play Nowell by Psycho Stick? Because that song is great for this time of season.
Probably not. Let me see if I got Psycho Stick in. Well, I'm just being real, right? NLEL?
Yeah.
How do you spell that? NLEL?
It's the spin-off song of BYOB by System of a Down, but it's by Psycho Stick.
Yeah, I don't have. I don't know if I have that in my playlist here. P.S. How do I spell psycho again? God damn it.
P.S.Y.C.H.O.
No. P.S.Y.C.H.O.
That's
Of course
normal
you know.
sounding.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, that song is great, but
And what list did you read that on? You said you saw a list that said the worst holiday drivers?
Travel and Leisure.
Travel and leisure. Okay, I'll look that up. It's like year round for us. I don't like how we have one specific holiday. though.
It's
That's
because
nice.
of our roads, dude.
Yeah,
because
we
our
just
roads
don't
are
get us started.
Yeah. Oh, get off my lawn.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tucson drivers. It's all the snowbirds too.
Yeah, and then especially when it
Yes,
rains.
because everybody's from out of town as well. Everybody
Mhm.
from here knows how to drive, but everybody's not from here, so none of them know how to drive.
Or they come here expecting to drive like psychopaths, so they have to adjust to that. So they overcompensate,
Right.
go even crazier.
Um,
Tucson drivers are crazy.
One big thing here too is left turns are not first.
Yeah, I know. No, I know.
They are at half the intersections. Like that's the confusing part in Tucson is it's not consistent.
Right.
There's some leading left arrows and some not.
We're eclectic.
Oh my god. Yeah, with Stravanews.
All right, Jesse. Well, let me let you go. I want to move forward because I don't want to just bitch about traffic the entire time. But I
Sorry,
do
All
I
right,
was
cool.
dying.
Thank you.
No worries. Talk to you soon. All right. So I just got word that Rocco's not coming in because he could not find parking.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
Yeah.
What?
And I'm like, who the F is here this early when a lot of people are taking vacations? Like, damn it. And that means we don't get the delicious pizza of the month.
No way.
yeah,
dude,
which
you
is-
should have just told us. We
Tell
would
him
have
to
directed
park
him.
on the
Yeah.
street and walk.
No.
Did he
it-
leave?
Yeah, he left.
Man.
Yeah. Our good friend Rocco the Diva was like, if I'm not in front row, I'm not sticking around. But no, I mean, I understand. If there's no parking
Damn
because
it.
they're paving the parking lot, then that's the deal. But then I am going to be looking around the building today and be like, who's here that doesn't deserve to be here? Because
you
I
just
coulda
cost us
had-
some pizza.
Yeah, some bomb ass. And in fact, actually, why don't we pull up Rocco's what would have been pizza of the month here? Because goddamn it, I'm
I
drooling
was
right
so
now.
excited.
I know. Here, I gotta pull up this Instagram.
Well, I guess we're going straight after this to Rocco's.
Yeah. Well, I don't mind that. I mean, I ate wings yesterday, but I'll do it again today.
I'll do it again.
I'll do it every day. Actually.
I don't care.
Is there a food that you would eat every day?
Pizza.
Okay.
It is delicious.
But you are
Chicken and
Pizza and
rice.
tacos.
Chicken and rice and pizza.
Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. I just asked Rico if there's a food that he would eat every day, but I doubt that you would eat the pizza every day because you're, pretty health conscious and you'd be afraid of the carbs. Aren't you terrified of carbs?
Cauliflower
Do you
pizza.
have carb nightmares? Cauliflower.
No, I love carbs. You got to learn how to love the carbs. You got to use them the right way, like anything else. You need them.
Yeah. I'm trying to see.
Macros, dude.
So here's the deal. Oh yeah, it would have been the apple pie pizza.
Damn it.
I know, dude. So we were gonna have Rocco in studio as we normally do. Unfortunately, they're paving our parking lot here, and they were doing one section at a time. And this is an odd time of year where there's a lot of people on vacation, but for some reason, most of the year people don't even show up for work. They all claim they're working from home. But today, everyone showed up, and there wasn't a parking spot for Rocco. And Rocco was like, F this, I'm out. I don't blame him for that. But I do wish that I was here eating that delicious pizza of the month, which is the apple pie pizza. It's a deep dish pizza that looks like an apple pie, but there's going to be cheese and all the deliciousness. And I wanted him to describe it for me in like food porn style. Look at this, what it looks like, right? With crumbles and everything. And if anybody in the world can pull off an apple pie pizza, it's Rocco, dude.
Yep.
So that is the pizza of the month, just in time for the holidays. This is something you could pick up before you have your family over and save it for dessert, right?
Yes.
And we still have up to $100 in gift certificates to give away for Rocco's Little Chicago Pizza. Our theme today is going to be Home Alone trivia, because that's Justin Spears' #1 holiday pick as far as Christmas movies of all time. So if you think you know a thing or two about Home Alone, then get ready to call right now. 600 KFMA, 605-362. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tap Out.
The only game where you can quit and win. Think you have what it takes to last 5 rounds? Let's find out. Beef Vegan presents Tap Out.
All right, as always, we'll start off with caller number 10, and we'll ask them the first question. If they can answer correctly, then they're going to be our contestant. For every question they answer correctly after that, they're going to score themselves a $20 gift certificate to Rocco's Little Chicago Pizza. The goal is to answer all 5 questions and get up to $100 in gift certificates. If they do not make that goal, that means the rest of those gift certificates go to our scavengers, so you could win by just listening and not playing at all. Let's go to our first caller. Rock 1 2.1, who's this? Josh, all right. If you could answer the $20 question, you're going to be our contestant in Tap Out today. All right, so 5 seconds on the clock will begin when I finish asking this. I'll need a first and last name. Here we go. In the movie Home Alone, what was the name of the young boy left behind by his family during Christmas vacation?
Kevin McAllister.
That is correct. Nice and easy. Now, these questions progressively get harder, okay? So good luck to you. Here's your $40 question. Josh, 5 seconds on the clock will begin when I finish asking it. Which actor plays Harry Lime, one of the burglars in Home Alone?
Joe Pesci.
That is correct.
Nice.
Yes, $40 on the board here for Josh. All right, on to the $60 question. Now, it's important, Josh, to note that if you do not know the answer, to tap out before the 5 seconds runs out. Because if you answer incorrectly, you're going to walk away with only a $20 gift certificate. But if you tap out, then you'll get 40. You got it?
Got it.
All right, here we go. 5 seconds on the clock will begin when I finish asking this question. What is the title of the fake gangster movie that Kevin watches in Home Alone featuring the character Johnny?
Tap Out.
Oh,
played.
just in the nick of time. Congratulations. All right. If you were to take a wild guess, now you got $40 in the bank. That's great news for our scavengers. That means we have 3 gift certificates that we're going to give away. But if you're going to take a wild stab in the dark of what that movie might be called, what do you think it would be?
Scarface? I have no clue.
It would be amazing if he was watching Scarface. The fictional movie and movie Home Alone. Do you guys know the answers?
Mm-mm.
Angels with Filthy Souls.
That's right.
Do they actually say it in the movie?
I think you see the title at some point.
Oh, okay, got it.
I haven't watched Home Alone this
filthy
year.
animal.
We just watched it a week ago.
Yeah. All right. Well, then congratulations, Josh. You just scored yourself $40 in gift certificates to Rocco's Little Chicago Pizza. That's more than enough to cover their pizza of the month, which is their apple pie pizza. Now, give me 3 numbers between 1 and 10, please.
1, 2, and 3.
All right, callers number
Nice.
1, 2, and 3 at 600 KFMA, 605-362. You guys will be our scavengers, courtesy of Josh, and pick up a $20 gift certificate to Rocco's Little Chicago Pizza right there on Broadway. We're going to hit the reset when we come back. What does her favorite position mean about her? That's the list that I got that I can't wait to share with you.
So excited for this.
I know you
Assistant
would.
manager.
Sex position, bud.
Oh,
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Get your mind in the gutter.
We'll explain to you the birds and the bees.
thanks, guys.
All right, that's
welcome.
coming up next. Don't go away. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear. All right, for the rest of you guys, earlier this morning we talked with Spears about all the drama that was happening around a former U of A player, plus some other sports talk. It was an interesting conversation that I know you'll enjoy. And if you don't believe me, well, then you got to check this out. Ooh, going deep with the throwback 7 Dust to Nowell on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Please welcome back in studio very special guest. He is the co-host of Spears and Ali on ESPN 1490, Mr. Justin Spears. Good morning, Justin.
Good morning, guys.
We're talking all the things sports this morning. We were just talking about the NBA and Greg Popovich's failure to let Wemby shine and win games. They've only won 2 games this season, right?
I don't know exactly their record off the top of my head, but it's one of the worst in the NBA. Not as bad as the Detroit Pistons.
I think that the Pistons might have slightly better record, but still both of them are abysmal. But the difference with the Spurs and the Pistons is the Spurs has like a 9-foot tall alien on their team.
Yes.
That they just need to lob up shots to, and he can just place it right in. He doesn't even have to slam it. He doesn't have to jump the slam dunk. Just throw it up in the air.
Hold the
dude.
ball over the other players, basically.
Yes, dude.
In San Antonio's 4-21. The Detroit Pistons are 2-25.
Okay, so you're right. Yeah, 4-21 for the Spurs, and then 2-25 for Monty Williams. I guess it was a good call getting rid of Monty Williams for the Phoenix Suns.
I don't know if it was necessarily a good call. The culture was definitely kind of shot.
Mhm.
There was definitely some tension between the superstar players and head coach Monty Williams. But the Detroit Pistons decided, hey, we're going to give this guy a boatload of money. And now they have the worst record in the NBA, and they have one of the worst losing streaks in NBA history. They've lost 22 straight games.
Damn.
22 straight games. And you know what's so great about this beef is that they partnered with Wingstop. And Wingstop is giving Pistons fans free wings for every win they get. If you use promo code Pistons. But here's the thing, they ain't winning.
Yeah.
So they're getting all the marketing, but they're not giving out the free wings. Kind of genius on their part.
Yeah,
You know?
you know what? And I really would look into Monty Williams' personal investments to see if he has stock in Wingstop, because he's probably just protecting his investment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, double dipping, if you will.
Oh, and they have the Wingstop logo on every final score graphic. And every loss they get, the logo is moving farther and further away from the Pistons logo.
That is so funny. They're distancing themselves.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's a little bit of the NBA news, which is interesting to follow as we just got through our mid-season tournament. Now let's turn our attention to some U of A alums that are wanted for murder. What is the deal with this story breaking from Las Vegas?
So, former Arizona basketball player Chance Comanche has been arrested in Sacramento on charges of murder and kidnapping.
Yeah, Chance Comanche, he actually played with the team just like a couple of years ago, right?
Yeah, he was a part of the Sean Miller era, and his last year was 2016-17. So that team that went to the Sweet 16 and lost to, I believe, Xavier, that was the Lauri Markkinen year. That was Chance Comanche's last year. He was expected to come back because he was actually a pretty good 7-footer coming off the bench for Arizona. But then a guy by the name of DeAndre Ayton came in and took his starting spot. So Chance Comanche said, bleep this, I'm not going to even transfer. I'm going to just go to the NBA. I'm going to try to go pro.
Right.
I'm like, dude, what are you doing? The transfer portal wasn't around then. I have a feeling if the portal was around then, Chance Comanche would have hit the portal and gone somewhere else to play. But he decided to go pro. We didn't really hear about him over the last several years. And then he's been just absolutely dominating in the G League. And then he finally got his call up last year and played one game for the Portland Trailblazers. And now this year, he's seeing life behind bars.
Yeah, so I mean, this is a turn event. So he was working hard. It looks like he was about to make it to the big show, and all that work was going to pay off. So what allegedly happened that led Comanche to be in jail right now?
So he had a game. If you look at the court documents and the timeline, he actually had a game in Henderson, Nevada at the time. They were playing against a G League team out there in Las Vegas, and he was with his girlfriend, who is 19 years old. He's 27, she's 19, and they were supposed to meet up with this 23-year-old woman, and the 23-year-old woman disappeared, and they didn't find her.
Was it going to be like a threesome situation? Was it?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what their plans were to hang out with each other. I don't know, but
let's assume for Weirdo's sake, it was.
She disappeared. And then eventually they found her remains in a desert in Henderson, Nevada.
Jesus.
And everything links to Chance Comanche and his girlfriend being involved, and foul play was involved.
Is there an official statement from Chance Comanche?
No, he's in jail right now. He's got I believe a hearing today, actually.
Wow.
So
yeah,
it's a developing story.
Yeah, that's super interesting. Obviously does not look good, and it'll be very interesting to find out the details of what led to this tragedy.
Keep that Netflix subscription active.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, how can that just come about? And you got this like 27-year-old and 19-year-old girl, and then they decide to, like off somebody and then try to get rid of the body. It's obviously very interesting, intriguing, and just traumatic all the way around.
And we don't know his involvement. I mean, he could have just been with her, with the girlfriend. Like, the girlfriend could have done everything, but Chance Comanche was with her. Regardless, he's an accessory. No matter what.
Right.
How nutty would that be, right? You're a 7-foot-tall, 27-year-old dude, and your 19-year-old, and no pun intended, wildcat of a girlfriend goes ham and then kills another chick in front of you, and now you're like, I gotta help clean this up. Not saying that happened, right? But I mean, the possibilities are endless as far as this. This is nutty. So yeah, and being a U of A reporter and stuff, and watching these kids grow up, it's kind of got to be a little heartbreaking for you, Spears.
That's not heartbreaking.
Okay, good. So you didn't know him that well.
I mean, I knew
murder doesn't depress you.
No, it is very heartbreaking. Like, the story is very sad.
Yeah,
but he was asking like for Chance Comanche. Like, I'm not heartbroken for Chance Comanche. Like,
right? Yeah,
it's such a very sad story because at the end of the day, a woman lost her life.
Yeah,
and it's so sad. And I never would have suspected it because Chance was always such a happy-go-lucky guy.
Yeah.
So it's just that part I'm just a little shocked by, but.
Well, I'm sure the details are going to come out in the trial, but yeah, it's definitely a murder mystery unfolding right now, and unfortunately has U of A ties. So that's the tea of what's happening with former alum of U of A, and that's only the tip of the iceberg. What are you talking about on your show today on ESPN Radio, Spears?
So today we're going to talk about that wild Monday Night Football game that we saw last night. Shout out to the Seahawks for getting a big win over the Philadelphia Eagles. Then we're going to talk about a busy day for Arizona football on the recruiting trail, getting a couple of guys yesterday. And then early signing period begins tomorrow for the football team. And the Wildcats are looking to add in some pretty impressive recruits and talk some Arizona basketball and top 5 Christmas movies because today is Top 5 Tuesday.
Nice. Excellent. Well, it sounds like you got a jam-packed show, so I'm going to let you get to it. Justin Spears for Spears and Ali on ESPN 1490. We're going to hit the reset. When we return, we're going to give you an opportunity to win tickets for Bert Kreischer, so stick around. It's Rocco on 2.1 KFMA. I had to tell on the break, Alex was one of our scavengers, and then Rico joked around and saying, "You gotta pick up the pizza for us so we can eat it." And she messaged me, and she's like, "How am I supposed to pick it up if they're not even open till 11?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it, Alex." Yeah, Rico's just joking. He
Kind of half joking.
it's hard to tell with him because his delivery's so dry, you know, like like the other day he had this hilarious joke. He told me that he didn't like me, and I was just like, that's hilarious. He's like, no, seriously, like I hate your face. And I'm like, man, like
It's so punchable.
yeah. And then like his jokes, like I know his sense of humor. Like he looked super serious and he had his like fist clenched up, but it was
His veins were popping out.
hilarious. You know,
Sweating.
just like you need to stop with this dry delivery, Rico.
Stop it. Why are you punching me?
Yeah, and he's like, I will murder your entire family. And I was like,
Dang.
LOL, dude. Come
LMAO,
on.
Wafflecopter.
Yeah, so I mean, that's
And then the cops came and you're like, you guys are in on the joke too. Crazy. This is elaborate.
Yeah, so I mean, that's just the way that he delivers it. So it's hard to pick up until you know him well, and then all those threats just roll right off the back. So yeah, you know.
Next time I'll be more wacky. I'll be like, if you want to pick us up a pizza, feel free.
Yeah.
That way she gets the point.
Powers is the opposite end of the spectrum. He's like, I
Mhm.
really hate you. And I'm like,
Honk, honk.
are you joking? No, really. Like, I love you from the bottom of my wacky soul. Like,
Slide whistle.
yeah. So
That'd be the craziest serial killer in a movie if he just like stabs you and then you hear a slide whistle.
as I mean, honestly, on the surface, people would assume you'd be more likely to be a serial killer.
That's
but
like Home
honestly,
Alone. I'm the guy from Home Alone, the grandpa that has the shovel. You're like, oh, that guy's evil. And then
Oh,
you're like,
no.
oh, he's the coolest guy ever.
Rico, you have
Exactly.
at least 3 bodies in your backyard. It's fine.
No,
Four.
if he
Four,
has
okay.
if he has 3 bodies, then Powers has 10. You know, because I would think that he has a
ratio.
more unassuming appearance and stuff. So
Mhm.
he would be more likely to be like the cold-blooded killer for sure. He's not, you know, for the record, you know, like I know that he's not a
I
violent
would give
person,
you the
but-
shirt off my back and then strangle you with it. Okay?
Mm.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's good. That's all you need to say. In fact, actually, we'll move forward on the conversation.
Moving on.
Yeah. So coming up in a little bit, I'm going to give you some tea on Sublime, and then Shane from Tucson Foodie's joining us today too.
Nice.
Speaking of which, I also have to invite Robert from Late to the Party. I totally forgot about him yesterday, and I apologize so much because he has a top 3 list for us for top 3 shows. So I'm sending him an invite there. And while I mentioned the teas, that was my real-time reminder that I'm like, oh shit, yeah, Robert. So we have a lot to get to, and I hope that Robert sees the invite in time and can pop in on the stream because I know it's going to be a great list. And then coming up here in about 15 seconds is a really interesting list that I think you're going to have a lot of fun with. I know you will.
Mm-hmm.
What her favorite sex position says about her. I think it's going to be eye-opening to for a lot of people in relationships that aren't married, because married, then it just turns into missionary. But Rock on 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Came across a fascinating list that I want to share with you guys just in time for the holidays, which has nothing to do with the holidays. It is what her favorite sex position says about her.
Hey.
Oh, yes. You know, women
Play
are
the Christmas music.
yeah, right. Well, women are so mysterious, right? So a lot of times when you got to pick up on, you know, how they're feeling, what they're thinking, you got to pick up on the subliminal cues. A lot of times to do that, you know, just based off of their patterned behavior.
Okay.
And according to this psychologist, these sex positions tell a lot about what kind of person a woman may be. Like, we'll start off with the classic missionary, which is, you know, an oldie but a goodie.
Mm-hmm.
You get a lot of stuff done in that position. You know, the women who favor it enjoy the ease and comfort it provides and prefer to play it safe and let their partner take control.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just like
sounds about right.
lay there and take it, you know? I mean, that's what it really is. Now, before I continue in this list, what would you say your favorite sex position is, Weirdo?
It's called the flat iron.
The flat.
It's
I know.
called the flat
I
iron.
love you're such a hipster. I love how you go for the deep cuts.
That is when the
yes, you're on your stomach, laying flat.
Exactly.
Yes, yeah, that's a go-to of mine too.
Mhm.
You know, not for me laying down. I like the power position.
Okay.
Rico, what position do you like to put your mistress in?
The griddle iron.
Oh, okay. Well, we're not going to get into that because I don't think that's safe for radio.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about the cowgirl position. What does that mean?
Mhm.
Well, it gives the woman more control over her partner and allows her more control over everything, the O potential, all that. And it could imply that she knows more about what she wants, right?
Ah.
And honestly, like if you're a woman in your 20s or 30s and you haven't experienced an O during sex, then you need to do the cowgirl position, take control to discover your body, to figure out what works for you. And
Right.
then the rest of it will come easy.
Mhm.
So there's a
Yeah,
premature
that's not
beef tip.
it's not my favorite position, but it is definitely an ego boost position when I get my partner off.
Well, be careful with your words.
Oh,
Yeah, you can't
I
say
thought that was safe.
No, it's not.
Get them off your back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
When we reach the prize
Okay, that's enough. We're moving forward.
destination.
We're moving forward, bro. I hit the dump.
Bro.
We're good. Yeah. Okay. So, all right.
We're talking about sex, bro.
Yeah,
Come on.
We are.
Keep it
but
clean.
Yeah, there are certain things you can't say. All right.
Okay.
So doggy, that position says they can concentrate on their own pleasure without distraction. Without distraction, hopefully you don't have the TV on in front of you. And then you don't have to be emotionally engaged, right? So they also might enjoy being submissive and enjoy their partner taking control.
Okay.
Now, doggy is a classic that men have loved for generations,
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people consider it their finishing move,
Yes.
a la WWE. I think this is rewarding for both. What would you say about doggy? How would you rate that?
It's a classic.
It's a classic.
Top 3.
Yeah. So when you
keep it traditional.
when you get intimate, how many moves do you perform before you go into the doggy?
2 at least.
Yeah, it goes 1, 2.
That's the
doggy.
finisher. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're only doing 2 and then you finish?
Yeah.
I like to do at least 7.
Well, good
7
for you.
positions, then I go for the doggy.
Variety is the spice of life.
Cirque du Soleil style of it. I
You put pyrotechnics in there and everything. It's a whole show. Very
Why do you have a
Vegas.
tightrope at the top of your room?
You'll
I'm
see.
so confused.
It's called bondage. All right. So,
Hells yeah.
we'll do one more on the FM side, and we'll do the rest on the stream where I'll let Weirdo off her leash. All right. We love this number. We giggle every time we hear it. 6'9", right?
I hate that position so much.
You're lazy. You need to stop being lazy and selfish lover. 6'9" is perfect because it's perfect for giving and receiving.
Mhm.
And some enjoy the challenge of the ultimate test of concentration, which is very difficult to continue to focus on what you're doing when your body's all squirming because, the guy in question is pretty skilled.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. So you hate this position
I really do.
because you...
Most women do.
No.
Well, what numbers would change if you had a tall girl? 7'2"?
A 72, a 7.2, 7'2". Be interesting.
It's
for sure.
difficult.
Yeah. But either way, so that's just the tip of the iceberg. The rest of the positions, we'll let you know what her favorite sex position means about her on the podcast broadcast stream, youtube.com/beefvegan. Coming up next, we got your Florida Man story of the day. We'll be checking in with Robert from Late to the Party, and Shane from TucsonFoodie.com will be joining us as well for some year in review content. So keep it right here or join us youtube.com/beefvegan. All right, now you can say getting off.
I love it because it's like you think it's so like passable, but he's like, no,
Yeah.
get off is not allowed.
It's weird too
But-
because it is somewhat of a verb, right?
Mhm.
It kind of describes an action, and that's
Right.
what
Devil's
the
in the
FCC.
details.
Right.
Yeah, and for those of you who haven't heard this on the stream before, whenever our guests come in, I tell them what the rule of thumb is, and I've been saying this rule of thumb for now 15 years. The rule of thumb for radios, you could say thumb, you could say ass, but you can't say thumb in the ass. So you
Right.
can't be sexually descriptive. And when you say getting off, somehow that's a
Oops.
weird description.
My
Yeah,
bad.
that's all right. Live and learn. That's what we have the dump button for.
Exactly.
Rocco on 2.1, who's this?
This is Tommy.
Tommy, what's up?
Speaking of 669, do you know what a 6.9 is?
What's a 6.9?
Oh God.
Oh, yeah, actually, I
already
do
this.
know what it is. You sick son of a bitch.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas to you, too. Thanks, Tommy.
Thanks,
Bye.
Tommy.
Yeah, I'm going to play that back on the air. So 6.9. Yeah.
So good.
Yep. Like we almost fell for it, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tommy. the
Got
laugh
him.
was all the confirmation we need. right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, let's see.
But no, for 69 though, like I'm good at multitasking, but not that much.
Really?
Yes, for me, that's what it is. It's just too distracting.
Well, that's disappointing,
Mm-hmm.
for many fantasies of people watching on the stream and stuff like that.
Well, also,
They're tearing down posters right now.
I am short, and I typically like taller men. So it's
you and I don't know every other female.
You don't
asshole.
say.
Yeah.
Well,
Short kings.
my boyfriend's 10 inches taller than me. He's almost a foot taller than me.
Okay.
And it was awkward
okay.
because he's like hunched. It just was
That's what I'm saying.
thing.
The number configuration,
Okay.
2 and 7.
On the 6'9", were you on the bottom or on top?
Bottom.
Well, that's a problem,
Okay.
right? Yeah, you got to get on top of a tall king. And then you got the rod where you can take control, even if you can only do the tip. On the bottom, that's a power position where, I understand why you're not liking it because your face is getting fucked to death, right? That's
To death.
I can't breathe.
And there goes our YouTube monetization for that. So I know.
Is there a dump for YouTube?
No,
Please reconsider.
I have to re-upload and bleep that out if I want to make a penny on the stream.
Right.
All right. Let's see. I think Weirdo is right. Most women do hate the 6'9". That's what Lisa said, and I thought I sent to the wrong chat. That would be funny. What a weird.
It's like a Christmas Carol channel where they're all singing songs. Like, 69 is horrible.
Yeah, that would be so funny, Lisa, if you accidentally sent that text to somebody out of context. Like, I think Weirdo is right. Most women do hate the 6'9". Fantastic.
What?
And other text out of context.
All right, here we go.
right.
A couple more. Reverse cowgirl.
Mhm.
So it's likely you're with a woman who knows what she wants, and it could imply that she wants it that way to help her fantasize about different scenarios without seeing her partner below. AKA, she's not attracted to your face, bro. And she's thinking about somebody else while banging, which is interesting because I was dating a girl who that was her go-to position. Yeah.
I think it's an overrated
Oh,
position.
sus.
Yeah.
That's why you have a poster of beef right in front of you guys.
Yeah.
The KFMA banner.
Yeah. I know all future sex should be in this studio alone just so they can't
Just
think of
every
anybody
wall
else.
covered
Yeah.
with your face.
Yeah, but I mean, I took that as a sign that she wasn't really into me, because I like to overthink things.
Yeah, you still win.
All right, I mean, the butt was still nice. It was a nice looking butt, so the view wasn't bad for me, but probably bad for her. So she's like, let me turn around and stare at this white wall with no posters on it.
Or these toes with a tattoo.
I put my socks on.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
It's a socks guy.
Let's see. Spoon is a position. What this says about her is they enjoy the intimacy, closeness, and comfort it provides because they want to feel nurtured.
Spoon made it?
Yeah, Spoon made it.
I thought that was like an after
I
before.
thought that was like the geriatric
Yeah.
retirement home position.
Nah, man, that's the go-to morning sex move. You start with the spoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is very true.
Doing it in the spoon, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
meant the nice, like, relaxing pillow talk. What you thinking about?
Oh, yeah. No,
Okay.
the spoon is a good position for sure.
Yeah.
Legs on shoulders. Now, this position is one of the best ones for her to achieve the O. And don't I know it? And it's also likely that she's the one who knows that what she wants and what it takes to get her there. So if she puts the legs on shoulders, it's good to go. And I'll tell you what, if you lack girth, you got to put the legs together, and that will create more friction. Is what I've heard.
I've heard that too.
Yeah.
Well, and with that position too, like because of the way that it angles. Okay, no, I'm going to drop some knowledge. The way that it angles the
please.
pelvis
Uh huh.
for the female,
Poking that G-spot.
Yeah, getting that G
I
spot,
know.
and then you could just show off your strength.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Get
Yeah.
in that plank position.
Yeah. No. I mean, it is a go-to, and
Sorry, I was in that position like 2 nights ago.
Stop with the humble. First off, we're like single, man. We don't get to have sex nightly like you. So
Mhm.
your humble brags are disheartening and depressing to say the least. I mean, Rico, probably hasn't had sex for like 3 years. What? I'm just waiting for him to reveal something. I know he has been, but he's kept everything such a secret.
Like, okay, bro.
No, I know. He won't even spill the tea. But
Blowing
okay.
dust.
Let's see. Here's Tommy again.
You know what a 6.9 is?
What's a 6.9?
Oh God.
Oh yeah, actually, I do
this.
know what it is. You sick son of a bitch.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas to you too. Thanks, Tommy. All right. That was a lot of pop at the end, but there you go.
So hold on, like you like when I do talk about these things, you do give me crap for it. You're like humble brag, whatever. But like if it's you two kind of talking
You've never
locker
heard,
room.
You have never heard
Or just
Rico
dudes in
brag about
general.
anything in life. This guy.
I'm not a bragger. I just live. I just go.
He lives
Shut
in
up.
secrets and shrouded secrets.
Shut up.
Yeah. But Lisa says, yeah, stop bragging. I mean, not all of us here, have that active and happy of a love life. So
I mean, it's a lot of work.
Females,
I
it's not
earn it.
work. Males, it's work.
no, I mean,
Females don't have to work for it.
I think she has to work for it. Because
No,
she has
it's a lot
female
of
lover.
work.
Yeah, because she gets
To
a
get
female.
it?
No, not to get it.
Oh, to actually, put in the cardio, of course. Yeah, of course.
Now everybody knows why I go to CrossFit.
Yeah, just so you could beg. All right, one more position that
Okay.
I'll share with you, and that's standing up. She's adventurous. She has serious faith in her man's sexual stamina, and she's not the one for boring and predictable stuff.
So this is standing up, holding her up.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that's a lot of stamina, and I've done that position several times over successfully,
Mhm.
and sometimes unsuccessfully. It's almost like a carnival game where you got to guess the weight.
Right.
Sometimes you guess correctly, sometimes you guess incorrectly, and
And there's a guy with a weird hat and balloons next to you the whole time.
I mean, yeah, it's
Good job.
I think the only time I've had fun in that position is when it's been after drinking.
yeah.
Because otherwise, like it takes a lot of effort for the female too to be
Mm.
like held up and like you got to hold your core and yeah, it's a little distracting.
I know, but it's very passionate if it's done
It
right.
is.
All right. We're going to hit a hard reset on this. Stop talking about sex altogether so Todd could listen again. And earlier this morning, I spilled some tea and some predictions about the future of Sublime after a major announcement. And in case you missed it, went a little something like this. Rocco on 2.1 KFMA. You guys want some tea about Sublime?
Give me the tea.
So a lot of things have been happening in the world of Sublime now, as you know, for the past 10 plus years. I think it's been close to 15. Sublime has been touring as Sublime with Rome. Rome Ramirez has been the front man for the band for the 15 years. They put out songs, original songs, but normally when you go to a Sublime with Rome show, it's 100% like a Sublime cover show. Which is fantastic. It's a great experience to see. But, over the past couple of years, there's been some slow changes. And recently, there was an announcement that I found oddly interesting. Now, over the past couple of years, Bradley Nowell's son, Jakob, has been touring with his band Law. Now, Law, initially, when they first came out, got a lot of buzz because obviously the son of Bradley Nowell.
Right.
Looks like him. He's almost like a dead ringer. Sounds just like him.
Mhm.
But he
Right.
was still young and still rough around the edges, and he had to cut his teeth. So he's out on the road, playing at bar gigs and from a few hundred people to a few thousand people, but nothing too massive. Just becoming a road dog and a professional musician. Then there was an announcement about a month ago that there was going to be a benefit concert that reunites both Bud and Eric with Jakob Nowell, the son of Bradley Nowell.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then you look at that and you're like, hey, that's a big deal, and that's a Sublime band, that like straight up without having any asterisks or with anything. I'm like, that might work, especially considering Jakob looks just like Bradley, sounds just like Bradley. Now, keep in mind, Jakob was only less than a year
Yeah.
when Bradley passed away. He never knew his dad, but he obviously knew of his dad, grew up in his shadow, was influenced by his dad. And you could tell that influence is strong just by the way he sounds, the way he plays guitar. There's a lot that he inherited. But then, of course, growing up in that shadow and having that music surround him his entire life, he was a fan of it and he embodied that spirit. And
He's heard Santeria more than all of us combined.
absolutely.
Right.
He knows it front to back, side to side.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
So something very interesting happened just yesterday. Rome on his Instagram page made this announcement, and I'm going to share it with you so you'll be able to see it here on the podcast broadcast stream. He said, "Dear fans, friends, and supporters," right? You see it on the stream? Okay, good. After almost 2 remarkable decades, I am announcing my departure from Sublime with Rome at the close of 2024. The upcoming performances over the next year will allow us to reflect on countless incredible memories together. Over the last 2 years, right, I've been spending countless hours pouring my soul into my solo music, and with the excitement to share these songs with you is building up. I've got some really big news that I can't drop yet. Just wait. Singing and playing guitar for this iconic band has been a lifelong opportunity and just flat out absolutely epic. carrying on the Sublime legacy has been a trust I'll forever cherish. This is only the beginning, with utmost gratitude. Now, don't cry for Rum. Rum is a very prolific songwriter, has written songs for tons of different artists, pop artists that you wouldn't even expect, right? And he also amassed a good amount of money during his duration with Sublime with Rum. But they already announced the cancellation of Sublime with Rome in New Zealand. So saying that the close of 2024 actually was premature and not necessarily true. Meanwhile, there's speculation on who's going to headline next year's Coachella. Here is your Beef Stradamus prediction for the foreseeable future of Sublime. Sublime is now reformed with Jakob, Nowell, Bradley's son, as the lead singer, Eric and Bud, the two original members, and they're going to headline Coachella this year.
Wow.
Massive.
Yeah.
Now, this is something that is not being reported yet. This is just something that I am telling you and probably could get in trouble for sharing this, right?
Beef just looking into his crystal balls.
Right. With some, credible information backing it up. I got some sources that are leading me to believe this, and I'm very excited about that because, it makes sense to me. And I think it's almost like this kid's birthright to be able to carry on the legacy of his dad and to write new music with his Uncle Bud and Uncle Eric. So this is going to be very interesting. Yeah. And that's a turn of events. Just imagine if it's like Francis Bean Cobain reforming Nirvana, with Dave Grohl and Chris, that kind of deal. But the reality is Jakob Nowell actually paid his dues as a musician, as a touring musician, as a performer, as a professional. And so it took him about 5 years to get to the level where they're like, okay, let's do this. And of course, Eric had to be sober or Bud had to be sober. Eric had to be on board, but it looks like they are full steam ahead, and it's going to be a huge year for Sublime fans. So
hell yeah,
get excited. All right. So that was your music news. We got your 5-star review with Rico coming up after Social D's. Sick Boys. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. You know the name of the show. Right. Let's go. So dropping predictions. So just remember that. And I'm sure, because they haven't announced the headliner for that yet, I'm sure within the next month or so, you might see some rumblings. And I'm actually just excited about the potential of that because it all started with the charity concert that Jacob's going to be leading the Sublime with. And that's why Rome stepped down, because essentially I really feel like, and I don't know this, I'm just, guessing and speculating, that the business is kind of like laid out for the next year, being like, here's what we're going to do. Yeah, and why would this be a bigger deal than Sublime with Rome? It's essentially, it's all about name value. Now you're going on the road and it's not Sublime with Rome that's headlining this venue. It's straight up Sublime, right?
Right.
And the brand value is really everything when it comes to something like this. All right, we got about 5 seconds. Let's get on the air. We got to do a Florida man story. Rock 102.1 KFMA. I want to squeeze in a Florida man story as we await our good friend Shane from Tucson Foodie. I was going to say Games and Gadgets. So many Shanes, right? While we have a couple minutes, I do want to share with you my Florida man story of the week. Here we go.
Florida man, catch an alligator in the trash can. If you can't do it, no one can. Come on now, Florida man.
All right. When you think Florida man, what do you think, Rico?
Meth.
Okay.
Alligators.
When you think Florida man, what do you think, Weirdo?
Face tattoos.
Okay. Now those weren't answers I look for. When I think Florida man, I think sex with the manatee mannequin.
Oh,
what?
Yeah. Today's Florida man is a 23-year-old man in Florida named Anthony Lessa. He was arrested last Friday after a drunken outburst at a restaurant, which included throwing gator nuggets. They're chicken nuggets, but with gator. God damn, I love Florida. And when someone confronted him, he ran over to a life-size manatee mannequin, which was outside the restaurant, wearing a T-shirt that said, "Did somebody say tacos?" Because nobody knows tacos better than an alligator in a T-shirt, let me tell you. And according to that report, that's when Anthony began sexually molesting the manatee. Now, thankfully, The police did show up, and they prevented him before he finished, and they charged him with disorderly intoxication and disturbance. He was booked, then released, and according to the internet, Anthony is a student pilot at a flight school in Florida. Yeah, I got a mugshot of Anthony.
If that's not a side mission in GTA 6, I'll be sorely disappointed.
Right.
Seriously, and it needs to be for sure. The manatee mannequin molestation. There's Anthony right there. And if you're thinking, okay, wait a second, how hot was that manatee? I know that's what you're thinking, and I got the answer for you because I got a picture of that as well.
Ooh.
Yeah. So would you?
Oh, absolutely.
Look at the curves on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's thick.
Yeah. Now I wonder if it did anything down there. I mean, they didn't have to make that manatee so accurate. If you're really looking, like, dear Lord, Florida,
What the?
do you have a manatee peen on your manatee mannequin? That's just odd, and I love you for it. So I got to zoom in on that. Yep, that's exactly what I think
Someone
it
say
is.
tacos?
Hey.
Oh, Weirdo got excited.
Someone say non-consensual manatee?
We got more. Join us on the podcast broadcast if you want to see a mannequin manatee peen, and we'll have more after the latest from Green Day. Here's The American Dream is Killing Me, a Rock on 2.1 KFMA. Yeah, dear Lord, dude.
Is that a peen or just a tripod stand that looks like a peen from this angle?
Right.
They're holding up that manatee mannequin with the mannequin's dick, right?
I need a side angle, though. It could be like a thing of wood.
It's wood.
Oh,
all
I know,
right.
but I mean flatboard.
Okay. I'll give you all the angles. You want all the angles?
I want all the angles.
All right,
to
you're
make
gonna
my
have
decision.
to Google that, but dear Lord, that seems pretty odd.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
whether it's meant to be a peen or not, bro, where would it be? I mean, that looks like, it's 100% accurate, man. So,
Security footage has to be out there somewhere.
yeah. So, do you
Mhm.
think since he was molesting the manatee, it's not like he was hugging it? He definitely had to do something with the tripod down there.
Had to.
Yeah.
Or was
Had
trying
to.
to like scissor the fin.
Well, I mean, that's what you would do, is scissor the fin, but it was a dude, remember? Dude with a
Mhm.
little mustache who wanted to be a pilot. And he could still probably be a pilot. That's the good news. He could still fly for Delta. I
Right.
mean, they're going to do a background check and be like, you seem all right with us. It's unfortunate. All right. Earlier this morning, Rico had an excellent 5-star review. He went to an iconic Tucson restaurant. You remember what the name of that was?
Monsoon chocolate and gift shop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was not like Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory, but it was fantastic. And in case you missed it, it went a little something like this.
Weekdays 10 till 3. Now, more of Beef Vegan presents on Rock 102.1.
Yes, Rock on 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to the show. As you know, my good friend Rico, he likes to be a consumer, goes around local businesses, supports them all the time. Sometimes he has less than pleasurable experiences. Sometimes he has extremely pleasurable experiences.
Oh,
and when
yeah.
he does, he immediately rushes to Google to leave a review. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Rico's 5-star review. Where did you go to recently, Rico?
Went to a little place called Monsoon Chocolate Factory and Gift Shop.
Ooh, sounds fancy.
right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm just about finished with Christmas shopping, but since I'm no longer allowed at Park Place Mall, I've had to find other local businesses around town to finish out my thoughtful gifting consumerism.
I'll ask you questions about why you're not
Yeah.
allowed at Park Place Mall
Why
later.
am I no longer allowed at Park Place Mall, you ask?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Let's just say they don't like it when you pregame at home with Fireball whiskey and treat Santa like a therapist when you sit on his lap. The security elves evidently didn't like a grown man crying in front of children and complaining about societal ills and why it burns when you pee.
All right. Thanks for answering that
Anyway,
question.
That's why Christmas in my house is real interesting.
so I took a look at the old Google Maps and found a little spot called Monsoon Chocolate Factory and Gift Shop.
Okay.
Monsoon Chocolate got my attention. Gift Shop sold me. I mean, who doesn't like chocolate? Except for people that are allergic to it, in which case I can't help you. You did something in a previous life to cocoa bean farmers, and now you reap what you sow. Sucks to suck. Now, I've never been to a chocolate factory, and like most, my only familiarity with the concept is Gene Wilder and Willy Wonka.
Yep.
I didn't want to get my hopes up, especially since I didn't even hold a golden ticket, but part of me really wondered if I was going to get the chance to see a whimsical sacrificing of horrible children, only to be followed up with cautionary song and dance by underpaid dwarf quartets. If I see a fat kid fall into a chocolate river or a little girl cartoonishly blow up into a giant blueberry, I could get a lot of views on TikTok. But this isn't the 70s anymore, and loose norms and minimal workplace regulatory safety conditions is a thing of the past, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Still, I had to see it for myself just in case. I waited outside the quaint turquoise-painted wall entrance for a middle-aged sociopath with a funny hat to come out with a cane and then do a front-forward tumble and welcome me inside. But alas, 30 minutes later, I decided just to walk through the glass door entrance a little bit disappointed already. Instead of a giant factory with flowing rivers of fudge, a fizzy drink, indoor skydiving tube, and an acid trip tunnel, there was a giant lobby with wooden tables, a big cafe, Sonoran tile, glass cases filled with artisanal dark chocolate selections, and wall art including cocoa jute sacks. There were no unruly children with karmic debt walking around, no greedy backstabbing parents, just free-roaming hipster Sonoran desert folks of all ages enjoying coffee and asking the staff about decadent Whiskey Del Bach bonbons. Maybe the orange dwarfs with suspenders were behind the glass where all the factory equipment was in view. Nope. Just one tall dude with a funny mustache observing all the melangeurs. One of the ladies that was there saw me looking glum and asked if I'd been helped yet. I told her, I don't think you can help me, unless there's an acid tunnel in the back with Gene Wilder at the end of it. She gave one of those uncomfortable, nice laughs and then asked if I wanted to try a chocolate coconut macaroon. I put that sucker in my mouth and immediately felt all my problems melt away as the chocolate coursed through my veins.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a white light, and Chocolate Jesus said to me, "It's okay, child. Chocolate Jesus is here. There is no more pain, no more suffering, just chocolate."
Chocolate Jesus?
I don't know how long I was out for, but a couple of the staff members were in front of me staring at me a little concerned when I came to. I wasted no time explaining as I snarled and wiped the chocolate from my mouth and just ordered 2 dozen to go. I'm pretty sure I'm keeping them to myself and just gifting everyone whatever I drunkenly ordered from Wish.com a year ago. It wasn't cheap, but it was worth it. When she swung the pay screen around, I even left a 25% tip.
Nice.
She saw it and whispered, "So shines a good deed in a weary world."
Oh.
And I walked away a new man. I ate one more in my truck in the parking lot and woke up in a Casa Grande Waffle House. So just be careful. These are powerful. 5 stars.
Nice.
What I love about these reviews here is that it always kind of throws these companies for a loop, and they ask themselves, all the employees be like, who was the person who served it? So what was the last quote that lady left you?
It was a quote from Willy Wonka. "So shines a good deed in a weary world." When Charlie gives him the gobstopper,
You're
right?
gonna get someone in trouble. They're gonna be like, "Rebecca, how many times I tell you not to quote Wonka?"
You're fired.
Oh.
You lose. Good day, sir.
Excellent 5-star review there, Rico. If you come across Rico's 5-star review, make sure you leave a 5-star review as well. And the name of that place again was Monsoon Chocolate Factory and Gift Shop. Yes, we're gonna hit the reset. Here is a Disturbed, Down with the Sickness, and Rock 102.1 KFMA. Don't go away. Yeah. You like that?
I think you like that.
No? Yeah, you like that manatee peen? It's strong enough.
Why is it in the tail?
It's not in the tail.
That's its tail.
The tail's it's in the front.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's front of the bean. Do you want and you can just Google manatee peen, not mannequin, and find out for yourself what it looks like. It is the second largest mammal penis known to man. The first being yours truly.
Wow.
Stole that joke from Adam Sandler. 51st Dates.
Ah,
yeah,
deep
good
cut.
reference. Yeah, it was a deep cut. Still a classic of a movie, though. All right, well, let's. Here, I'm going to remove that and add dick lovers. Now, what is this? What we're looking at, weirdo?
Yeah, so the last couple of weeks, I've just been collecting like unfortunate bad marketing signs.
Okay.
And this would be one of them. It's supposed to be click lovers, computer specialist.
I did not even see that. Yes,
They knew what they were doing.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they
Come
did.
on.
Well, because look at the mouse and the heart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there you go. So what's up, buddy? You getting Shane?
Oh my
in the
God,
building?
he's actually in person.
Well, he gave us a heads up that he was running late.
You
Traffic
found
and whatnot.
parking? Whoa.
Yeah, parking was tough. We'll get him all situated. And honestly, it is perfect timing. We're wrapping up our commercials. We're going to do a song and then we'll be on with stuff. And now we're looking at advertisement fails. So go on to the next one before we get banned on YouTube. Yeah, click lovers. We plan to cut all homeless people in half.
This is the one that caught my attention. The first one, I was like, "Oh, this is so good."
Yeah.
Brought to you by the Conservatives. Yeah, Conservatives. The Conservatives. That's good.
Yeah, and I think Todd is right. The first one was GTA 5. But yeah, we plan to cut all homeless people in half by 2025. Yeah, I mean, Lisa likes that one. It solve a lot of problems here locally. Not great news. for
Imagine the
homeless people.
smell.
This one.
Rosa Parks. Hold on.
In the back of the bus.
Oh yeah.
That's really bad
Wow.
placement.
Yes.
That's
yes.
funny.
Yes, I know, but I mean, would you put her on the side of the bus? Would that be more appropriate?
Or maybe just not on a bus.
Yeah, but I mean, it is.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone
Okay.
lost their job over that
This
one.
one's good. So we cut girls. We
Oh.
cut men. We cut kids. It's just crying.
It's crying.
Yes, and as a former hairstylist, this is just awful.
Yeah, it was always the
God.
worst cutting kids' hairs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was always definitely a challenge.
little brats. I never cried during a haircut, but I should have because some of the haircuts that I had growing up were abysmal.
Mhm.
I should have cried and just pointed my finger. in
Well,
shame and blame.
and we're trained to explain to the kids like, hey, you need to sit still, not because we might cut you, even though that's what it is. It's actually that we might get cut. Like so there's actually training on how to deal with
Right.
brats. Anyway,
All right, give us another one.
men would drive from 2 towns over just to get a whiff of grandma's muffin.
Oh, whiff.
Woof.
A whiff.
Look at her.
Yeah. Oh,
What
you
is
know she's freaky.
muffin?
Yeah.
You know you do.
Look at those eyebrows.
You say look at her as if like she wouldn't get down. I see the spark in her eye.
Mhm.
So yeah, she's kind of leather bondage type of grandma. I can tell.
What's that retirement community in Florida?
It doesn't matter. All retirement communities, they're all cesspools for old people orgies.
Mhm.
All of them. Yeah, brought to you by Jizz Fashion. Yeah.
It's one of those discount like fast fashion places in a mall, and it's like, did anybody actually look at this before they?
How fast is their fashion? Prematurely fast.
Nice.
You're welcome. All right.
This is the best.
Yeah, no, actually, I like this.
Mhm. WTF Popo?
Yeah, as far as marketing, and then Manny can relate to this because he's going to fight a traffic ticket in Yuma today.
Mhm.
Yeah, WTF Popo is a number that you could easily remember.
What the
And-
fuck, Popo?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, I think that's on a marketing fail.
Genius.
That's a home run.
Mhm. And then this one is just handmade marquee from 2000 something.
Yeah. No, I would say 2006.
Yeah,
that's
stuff like
great.
that.
2008
The
probably.
good old days.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Pirates knocked up Shrek. No, and
Let's see if everybody gets the joke.
Oh, I like it.
I help
Mhm.
people out.
Yeah. Isn't that good?
But mom
And-
joke.
And always a reminder.
Slide up ass with care. Wise words
Yes.
and improper sticker placement.
Exactly.
Somebody knew exactly what they were doing.
And
there.
the last one. Please wash your hands.
Yeah, I've seen this one before
It's like
too.
a kid drawing, I
This
think.
one, yeah, scroll up just a little bit, and it's amazing. Yeah.
It took me forever to realize it was a sink.
Yeah, I still, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a sink.
I think there's a gallery somewhere of like inappropriate kid drawings that are just like so out of place. They had one of a kid like, this is me and my family on vacation. I was like, looked like they're hanging from a rope, but on closer inspection, it's like scuba gear.
Oh,
No, the one I love
It's like, Jesus,
is
kids.
a little kid like drew a picture of his mom, and this is what she does for work. And then mom had to send a note being like, I work at Home Depot. I'm holding a shovel, but it looks like she's spinning on
like
a
a strip
pole.
club.
Yeah. Oh, kids
Damn
are awful.
kids.
yeah. You gotta
Mm.
love them.
Yeah.
How you been, Shane?
Great. How are y'all?
Good, man. Yeah. I mean, Tucson Foodie's been very active. Unfortunately, this time of year, announcing a lot of like closures of restaurants. But congratulations on another successful vegan night market.
Thank you.
And
yeah.
then Shane, there's a new mascot for vegan night market. And normally you don't reveal who's behind the mascot thing because it ruins the kid's fantasies. Like it's a traumatic experience for a kid to see like Mickey Mouse remove his head. So it's a big deal. So like I work with Dusty, and Dusty can't reveal, what's underneath the head.
Mhm.
What is the name of the night market mascot? Did you give it a name?
Yanni the Yeti.
Yanni the Yeti.
A Yeti.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Nice.
Hell Yeti. And and with
Renowned
Yanni,
for being vegan, those Yetis.
yeah, they are. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna pull this up.
Oh, Yeti's not vegan. He was hunting at the market for
Oh.
tasty vegans to eat.
Nice.
Oh.
Was Yanni the Yeti a huge hit amongst party goers that showed up for that?
Yeah, I mean, some people got a little bit scared. He's a little scary.
It's like a Krampus looking guy.
Pulled him out of the box. I was like, whoa, this face is a little scary.
Like you weren't planning that face on, like it was gonna look a little sketch here.
You looked at the return policy. You're like, yeah, we're keeping it.
Yeah.
So Matt has had this. Matt, my editor, has had this costume forever and just been waiting for a moment. And he couldn't go, so I wore it.
Oh my god.
But people knew that he had this thing. And so some people were like, hey, is that Matt? And I was like, no, Shay. And they're like, oh. And then they walked away.
Oh god.
Oh,
come on.
They're disappointed. I mean, it's still
People just
Yeti.
standing near you being like, this is such a great event. Thank God Shane's not here. And you're just standing in there like being like, oh.
crying.
Well, you did break. You broke a cardinal rule when it comes to mascotting.
Yeah.
Is that you spoke, and
Spoke a
honestly,
lot. Yeah, it was weird.
you should have not spoke, and they could have assumed whoever was underneath there,
Mhm.
and still been super kind and not disappointed at all. And then also appreciate and respect Matt for staying in character, and once it was revealed it was you as well. Did you eat any of this food, or were you masked up the whole time?
No, I ate a lot.
What was your favorite thing from this?
Ooh, probably Samurai Sombrero, which is a favorite of everybody's.
Yeah.
Their sushi's amazing. But I had this pizza from Plant Fire Pizza. They came over from El Paso. The
Whoa.
food truck in El Paso.
That looks good. Yeah, I'm looking at that pizza
Oh,
in
it's
there.
so good.
Yeah, that's crazy too. And then, so how do you
Wild.
do vegan sushi? You just without the fish, I guess.
yeah.
I mean, is it easy to do that?
It tastes real. It doesn't just taste like a freaking avocado roll or something. Like, I don't even remember all the stuff they put in there, but it was savory, delicious, had the umami flavor somehow. I don't know what went into it. It's a great question. But they got like a full menu.
It wasn't like tofu or nothing.
Which I'm sure there's some tofu in some of it, but they had multiple
Yeah,
rolls.
tons of tofu.
Some of it was tempura'd, so it's crunchy, sweet, delicious.
Hmm.
Yeah, they do a great job.
Yeah. Now we wanted to do like a year in review. Did you do you have top 3 foodie moments of 2023 by chance?
Sure. Yeah. So
Okay.
I got to say that Vegan Night Mark was one of them because when we first
yeah.
launched this in June.
Let's get on the air with that. Rocco on 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Please welcome back good friend of the show. We've had a fantastic year together as well. We're talking about Shane from TucsonFoodie.com. Good morning, Shane.
Good morning. Glad to be back.
Yes, it's been a little sabbatical and stuff. And I know that you've been staying busy, and Tucson Foodie's been doing big things this year. And so we've been looking back at the year fondly, in retrospective, such growth and fun times in 2023. And with that, before we get into everything that you guys are featuring for the next couple weeks, I want to know your top 3 foodie moments of 2023, if you have that. And the first thing was going to be the Vegan Night Market, huh? And the huge success of that running series that you guys launched this year.
Yeah, man, we launched that in June. I thought 250 people were going to show up, and 1,300 people showed up, and then
Whoa.
3,000 came to the next one.
Nice.
So
Yeah,
this
dude.
thing is huge, and we're doing it 4 times a year now.
Yeah,
Nice.
so yeah, you're going to be doing it quarterly
That's
just
right.
because the demand is there. And who knew there were so many great vegan food vendors, not only throughout the state, but now we're getting vegan vendors from out of state, huh?
Yeah, El Paso. We had Plant Fire Pizza come up from El Paso. We had a truck come down from Phoenix, and we had people visiting just for this from all around the region. It's crazy.
That
cool.
is amazing. And shout out to Hannah, Death Free Foodie as well, who, has been vegan for I don't know how long, but super passionate about it. And had the foresight to be like, hey, there are other weirdos like myself out there, and we like to get together and eat all the deliciousness, And so you being a carnivore again, Shane, you were still massive fan of these vendors. Give a couple on air love shout outs to the vendors that came out to this last Vegan Night Fest and that blew you away, where you were like, I couldn't believe that things didn't have to die for this.
Yeah, right. Well, Samurai Sombrero is always a popular truck. They've always got a line that's really long. So they're one of my favorites in town, and you can always find their truck around town.
Yeah,
Killer
and they're
sushi.
vegan sushi.
Fantastic sushi.
Do they have actual regular sushi as well, or is it all 100% vegan?
Yeah, they have other stuff too. So you can bring your meat-eating friends, and you can both have a delicious meal.
I love that.
Nice.
Yeah,
Not at the vegan night market. They're only serving up the vegan stuff.
And that's fair. That's fair. When in Rome.
It's 100% vegan at the vegan night market, which is
If
great
you
for
sneak in,
vegans.
if you sneak in bacon, do you get in trouble though?
We kill you and serve you.
Okay.
But that's not vegan.
That would make
Wait a
it
minute. Yeah, that's
not vegan anymore. Okay, it's
Yeah.
a problem. We're
Yeah.
going to start the carnivore night market right across the street.
There you go.
Right.
Oh,
That's what I'm
the meat
talking about.
market. Yeah.
yeah.
Boring factions.
Yeah,
Oh
the
my
meat
God,
market.
that would be amazing.
Oh, please don't do that. Meat
yeah.
lovers.
I would think
Do
I'm,
it the
I'm,
next night at least.
I'm
Yeah.
picturing West Side Story. A lot
Yeah.
of snapping
Uh-huh.
and dancing as they collide.
Oh, right. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
a Michael Jackson movie.
Yeah, it'd be
music video or
fantastic.
something.
So that, of course, will be, I guess, the number one highlight of Tucson Foodie, because this was, an event that is launching into a quarterly series and has grown. And honestly, anyone out there has ever put together events, they will understandably be impressed, blown away by the response and the turnaround and the growth so rapidly on this. So congratulations to you and your entire team for that.
Thank you,
What
sir.
is the second highlight 2023 from TucsonFoodie.com?
Okay, well, we launched the Tucson Foodie Insiders Club,
Yes.
and it felt really good when we hit 500 members
Uh-huh.
Nice.
because we throw a dinner once a month, a mixer once a month, and they're just showing up, right? They're coming out. So it just feels like a real community now. Now they're at that scale. We're hoping to hit 2,000 by March. So that was a big milestone.
Yeah, and you know what? I've been seeing the feedback from everyone that is like a Tucson Foodie 500 member. They're loving it because it really gets them to be able to experience just different local cuisine all throughout the town, and it's always something new. And it's turning out to be like a social club of sorts too,
That totally
where
is.
people are vibing and making new friends of like-minded people who like to go out and experience these things. And it's great for the local businesses as well.
You're so sweet.
Yeah.
The first thing I did when I took over Tucson Foodie last year was I rewrote the mission statement to we bring people together over a shared love of food.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what we do now. We just bring people together.
And that's what you've been doing. Wow.
buddy.
So that's what you got to do in life. You just write out a mission statement and then you try to fulfill it.
And then you
It's
manifest.
that easy.
Now I
Yes.
want to know what the mission statement was before you took over.
It was something like that, the original founder wrote. It was something like we're like the best, we want to be the best news and media source for all things food and beverage in this Sonoran region or something. It was all about the media and
Boring.
the content.
Mm,
Well, it's
Lame.
important. I mean, our content is a foundation, right? It's really important. But
Absolutely.
fair
you know,
enough.
But I think, and that's kind of like the brilliance behind it is how do we build a community and bring people together over this love of this content? That is something that separates you from the rest of these food bloggers out there. And I think that's the difference maker for sure. All right. What is the third highlight in 2023 from
Okay.
TucsonFoodie.com?
Well, this is a personal one, and it just happened last week. I have been working a full-time job this whole time
right.
until Foodie could support me, and I think we're finally there. So I quit my full-time job, and I'm
Oh!
going all in on Foodie February 2nd.
Nice.
Nice.
His full-time job was educating the kids for the future. So F these kids. I'm going full food.
I'm out.
I'm
Send
excited.
for yourself, kids.
It'll be a good year.
That's why weren't you like you're a professor and stuff? You're a very well-educated man,
A professor of
educating other
food.
educators.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Educating the educators.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
And that's cool. I mean, who cares about the future when you got your foodie present going on
We're all
right
gonna
now?
die, so we might as well just have fun. Eat some good food, hang out. One way or the other.
That's a new mission
It's
statement
fine.
for
How
2024.
nihilistic of you.
I got a master's degree in sustainability. I don't use that at all.
Hey,
Let's
you know
just
what?
eat.
Honestly, here's another tagline for Tucson Foodie. It's like, if the world ends tomorrow, what's your last meal today?
That's good.
Make it a good one. You know what I
And
mean?
who will you be with?
Are you
Yeah.
gonna put that down on a T-shirt?
Probably.
Am I gonna see that sold on Tucson Times?
That's
Probably.
good. I'm gonna
Yeah,
give you a
yeah.
commission on that.
All right, we're keeping the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. We got a lot more foodie stuff to talk about with Shane from TucsonFoodie.com. You can join us youtube.com/beefvegan or keep it right here on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear.
You might get hit by a bus. Have some beef Wellington.
Right.
Beef
But no, that's
Wellington.
awesome. Congrats.
Yeah,
Like, right? 'Cause it's
Yeah,
like
dude.
always the goal is like to have that passion that's like the side project actually be your main project, main income. Look at all that free time you're going to have now.
All right.
What are you going to
When
do?
we're going into the office,
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
that commute time.
Mhm.
Careful, your
Gross.
metabolism will give out on you someday, and then you might end up being fat Shane. It ain't happening tomorrow. That's
Yeah.
Shane.
Catching up with my dad.
Mhm.
Almost, or now he's 63. Now it's sticking to him now. So it's It's coming.
Yeah, well, yeah, still. I mean, what a great run you're having. You know.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
I'm telling you. Well, I'm sorry.
What are you
I'm
saying?
envious. I watch people eat and I gain weight. That's been my metabolism my entire life.
You can watch me
Fat through
anytime.
osmosis.
Yeah, it's actually worse for the women in my family. My entire family tree, if you look at it, it's weighted to one side.
Just tipping over.
Family tree is just literally.
Yeah, you got all these guys on one side look healthy and skinny, and then you got all the firm women. It's just like,
Family tree is just like, help me.
yeah, so weird. But
You're gonna need to put that like AI image right now.
Family tree just screaming for help.
yeah,
The family tree that's launching people off because it's weighted up.
All the thin people.
I know. Tucson foodie. Oh, what did I do here? Hold on a second. There it is. All right.
Fat Moses.
Fixing my tabs here. Yeah.
Moses.
The website's looking fantastic as always. Yeah, a lot of unfortunate closings of local businesses. Unfortunately, there was one this morning that I was like so bummed about that I saw.
Which one?
It was on Speedway.
Was there a wing place too that did recently?
Well, ATL Wings
ATL.
shut down. You
One
know,
location, right?
That's the one on 4th, right?
yes.
Yeah.
That is just a real. I think that's like the 3rd restaurant that's been in that spot in the
Cursed.
last few years. It's not a great spot.
I will say this. I have a heads up of what might potentially be moving in that location,
Mhm.
and that place will stay once it moves in.
Is it Sublime?
No.
No.
Yeah, this guy
Jesus.
callback says 40 minutes ago. But yeah, so
Is it a locally owned place or is it
it's
like
a locally owned
okay.
place, and you know we could speculate all day. I don't want to let the cat out
No,
of the
no,
bag.
no. That's
anyways.
that's all I care about is because
Yeah.
like 4th Avenue being raised here. Like
A
I
friend of-
want as much locally owned places
Yeah.
down there.
No, it's one of my favorite places in the city.
Mm.
Shane, are you familiar with what's going in there? Did
No.
you hear anything? Good. Oh,
You
I got
should-
a scoop that I could tell you.
You should take the cat out of the bag right now. Come on.
Well, I don't want to ruin it. And
Why not?
Well, because I don't want him to get mad at me and stuff. 'cause-
He's already on the, he's already on
okay,
the breaking
okay.
news tab right now. Just ready. Come
Well,
on.
you know what? Actually, yeah, I've already let the cat out of the bag in Sublime. I'm sure I'm going to get in trouble for that. So I might as well double down on this. And, I'm wishing him best of luck. Rollies, Mateo,
Cool.
eyeballing that location. And when I ran into him at dusk, he was telling me about his future plans and potential there. And he's very optimistic about his chances for success, and rightfully so. Because Rollies is one of those places. And, right now they only have that one location on the south side. And of course, they have the food truck. So he has revenue streams that can support maybe a slow summer for that location. But
Okay.
once these kids get a whiff of what Rollies is whipping together on 4th, I don't know if there's anything else that's going to be comparable to it. There's a lot of great restaurants on there, but really, I mean, hands down, Rollies comes through with the goodness, and that is the difference maker in any location. Sometimes the restaurant will make a location. I'll give you an example. As I have one, there's a place up in Phoenix that I really love called Santisi Brothers. Now, Santisi Brothers, it started next to this Dollar Cinema in a small slot. When I say a small slot, like how they have these strip malls. So this is like a one-door part where they had like 4 tables. Now, every other business that went in there before and went in there after would go out. I'd go out of business within a year, right? And the entire strip mall, this whole place that had Albertsons and everything just started dying out one by one. And even the movie theater went out of business. But while everything was going out of business and this whole entire huge complex was laid barren, Santisi Brothers continued to knock down doors and expand. And it's one of the largest sports bars in Phoenix today. It's a really delicious spot. But it literally at one point was the only business out of like 30 businesses that all went out of business in an entire complex on I-17 in Bell. Right. And then from there, other business started like piggybacking a little bit and building it back up. But 100%, it was the quality of that food that really like sustained and made people say, you know what? I know everything else is terrible in that area, but Santisi Brothers, we got to go.
Yeah, I'm
All
pulling
about
up
the quality.
images. The video wall, like
Yeah.
with all those TVs.
Yeah, I mean, they made it a sports bar extravagance, but that wasn't the selling part for me. For me, it was the calzone.
Mm.
The only place I've ever had in my life where I've had a calzone and I cut into it, and it like bled like this garlic butter sauce.
Oh.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I've literally effed up dates because I was more into the calzone than the date, and I would overeat and not be able to do
Like
anything
moaning.
afterwards.
You're moaning with the
seriously
calzone.
said that, and I'm like, there's 3 boners in this room right now
I
for
know.
that imagery.
I'm telling you,
Just
dude.
3?
Yeah, just 3.
I can't eat it.
A
It's
lady boner?
freaking gluten
Yeah.
and garlic. Like, I'll die.
Delicious though.
But over 100 TVs. Wow.
Yeah. No, I mean
That's
it's
like
spot.
a sports lover. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. I don't think so. The original 2 brothers who opened it, who had the last name Santisi, I think they sold it off. Now it's kind of like too big to fail kind of thing. But their menu might have changed slightly to where it might not have been as good as what built the foundation.
That's what sucks. Things
I know.
get too big and they just kind of start lacking.
Right.
And the quality are just like,
Yeah. It's very much like our show.
when you notice it too. Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Well, everybody's noticing the changes with EGs now that they're nationally owned.
Well, yeah, everyone
Yeah.
hates on EGs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's all because it's corporate
Mhm.
and nonsense. So and disappointing for sure.
You know, I thought
Mhm.
from Tempe that could make a huge thing down here is Cornish pasty.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
They
My
had one
buddy
down here,
Mouse
it'd be
Pal
dope.
worked there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but no, I don't know. They had what was the deli again that had the Jewish sliders? Chompies.
Oh, Chompies. Woo.
They don't have a Chompies down here.
No.
But man, that place was fantastic.
That crumb cake, whatever they had too.
I couldn't get
Good
past the Jewish
Lord.
sliders.
I know.
Yeah. All right, let's get back to this website here. How's everything else going on? We're going to be hanging out with you Thursday night. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
If you recalled, you didn't send me an invite, and I plan on going. I'm taking Friday off, dude.
Sweet.
Yeah. So,
I RSVP'd and I put my $10 down.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
oh, you got to put
Yeah.
$10 down?
Hey, you didn't read the email?
Shit.
The
No,
invite?
you're good, man. Don't worry about the cover.
Oh, I could do that.
Oh, can I get a refund?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll hit you that.
I'm just gonna show
Let
up.
me make a note. I'll remember.
Just
I
gonna
swear.
show up and
No,
creepily
I-
stare
more
from
than-
the outside.
More than happy to pay $10 for a gallon of whiskey. It's
Yeah. Do
fine.
you have this open to the public?
You also, yeah. You also get like $50 in gift cards to local dispensaries.
Oh,
when you
shit.
walk in.
Hmm.
So
Oh, it's a weed center.
it pays back. Well, it's not. There's no consumption in the venue.
Mm.
Yeah.
We just got a bunch of dispensary buddies. And
Nice.
I just threw a bunch of stuff in a goodie bag for
Well, then
everybody.
let's tell our streamers if this is open to the public. I didn't know. I was
Yeah, it's
being all
open.
vague about it. So Tucson Foodie is going to host their annual Christmas party at the Jackrabbit Bar. I'm very excited. Honestly, I haven't even been there yet. I've known of it. It was my first time going to Danny's this last weekend too, which I was blown away from that place.
Danny's?
That is
Yeah.
an institution.
Yeah,
Really?
dude. Yeah, I didn't even realize how fucking cool that place was. And I walked in, I got mad at myself because first off, it's so unassuming, the outside. But then I'm looking at the parking lot, it's all dirt parking lot and it's packed. And I'm like, what the hell's going on
Yeah.
here? And I walk in and I'm like, this is one of the coolest fucking hole in the wall bars I've ever seen in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was
It
so
literally
much history.
just looks like a shack,
Yeah,
like
dude.
on the side of Fort Lowell. It's great.
That's awesome.
So Jackrabbit, it kind of has that same mystique with the carpet floors and like the time machine vibe of it. And Tucson Foodie is hosting their Christmas party. So $10 cover, get you $50 in gift certificates to dispensaries, and of course there'll be drink specials. And what other stuff are you doing for this holiday party?
I mean, the main thing is that we got wall to wall, over the top Christmas decor.
Yeah.
You're gonna walk into a winter wonderland. We literally hire like a local theater company,
Oh, jeez.
and then we got a DJ this year. Last year it was Shane's shitty playlist.
Yeah.
This year it's a DJ, so it's just gonna be an adult good time.
Who's
DJ
your-
Shitty Shane would be a funny name.
DJ Shitty Shane is money for sure.
DJ
But,
Shitty Shane.
who's your DJ this year?
It's called Han Cholo. Have you heard of these guys?
Even better.
No, is it a group?
It's 2 Mexican dudes,
Yes.
and they wear these sexy black and red leather masks, and they build a shrine on stage with candles and skulls. And
Whoa.
they're very cool.
That's amazing.
I'm
They're way
looking them up
cooler than
right
me.
now.
Yeah, and share the screen when you can, weirdo.
Okay.
We're going to talk about, if you don't mind, we could talk about this Christmas party on the air.
Okay, sure.
Okay, but we can't do the cursing.
I guess I
So,
won't
yeah.
say Shitty
No,
Shane.
DJ Shitty,
Shitty Shane. No, DJ Shitty Shane.
shit everywhere.
All his drops.
Shitty,
yeah,
shitty Shane.
our fart drops. Instead of like the bomb going off. It's DJ Shitty Shane. Dude, you should
Live
be-
at Taco Bell.
You should be an EDM legend, bro, with that name.
Mhm.
All right, let's
love
get
it.
on the air. Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. That was Nirvana with In Bloom. Welcome back to the show. We're hanging out with Shane for TucsonFoodie.com. And, here's the deal. Like, I know a lot of you might have had your holiday parties already, and I know a lot of you have not had a holiday party. And sometimes your company just doesn't throw a holiday party, and that sucks. You shouldn't be left out on the fun. Well, Tucson Foodie has your back because they're throwing a holiday party this Thursday at the Jackrabbit Bar. And you got to give me the rundown, with the exception of the gift certificates, wink, wink. But because can't say that on the air. But you definitely got some fun, like a fun theme going on this year. That I'm super excited about. Rico and I are going to be at this party. We're stoked for it. Do we have to wear an ugly sweater or should we?
Highly encouraged. Yes.
Okay, I got it.
Please do it.
You got a couple?
I have
sweater.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
I got to drop $200 now. Right?
Wait. Okay, if you get an ugly sweater, you don't have to spend a lot of money.
Okay.
Well, yeah, if you go to like someplace fancy,
Gucci.
I got mine at that thrift store on 4th.
Yeah, go to a thrift store, dude.
Okay.
All right. I mean, wear what you're wearing right now.
This is nice. This is classy.
All right, you're right. Okay, so tell me all about this Christmas party that Tucson Foodie's throwing.
All right, so it's at the Jackrabbit Lounge, which is already a sexy venue.
Yes, it is.
Right? Big adult vibes. We're taking it over and we're just doing wall-to-wall Christmas decorations. Right? We're just going to throw up Christmas decorations all over this place.
Yes.
So it's going to feel like you're walking into a winter wonderland. We've got a really sexy DJ Han Cholo.
Which is a duo.
Yeah, it's a duo. A couple of awesome dudes. They wear crazy leather masks. They build like a crazy shrine with skulls and candles. And they're going to play kind of dark, sexy, dancey Christmas music all night.
Yeah, that's so amazing too because they look like they'd be perfect for Halloween. You got them for your Christmas party.
Yeah.
Super gothy. I mean,
Cholo goth Christmas music.
We're gonna have
Christmas Ween.
Jackrabbit used to be a strip club.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
so there's
I
a
did not
couple
know
of
that.
stages with poles. So we're gonna have a couple elf dancers.
Nice.
And
elf dancers. Are you gonna say like the size of elf dancers?
No.
Okay.
They're regular ladies.
Oh, okay.
Regular size ladies.
All right. Oh, I'm still excited.
And a great cocktail menu. Holiday themed cocktail menu from Jackrabbit bartenders.
Did I show off my my little person fetish a little too hard just now?
Oh,
yeah,
a little.
Oh yeah. I mean, regular women. Yeah, I guess that's fine.
I've seen your algorithm. Your algorithm is really short.
So 7:00 on Thursday, come down.
Yeah. Okay. So open
Good
up
time.
21 and up. $10 cover. 7 p.m. is the kickoff at the Jackrabbit, running till around whenever.
Yeah, like 1 a.m.
Nice. I don't know if I can make it that long, but I'll definitely be having a good time. And looking forward to it. In fact, I'm actually taking Friday off just for it.
Awesome.
Yeah, because we got to enjoy ourselves this holiday season for
Yes.
sure. Oh, that's the Tucson Foodie Christmas party that you are invited to. So come join us. Make sure you wear your ugly sweater and get more information, TucsonFoodie.com. We're going to hit the reset on the FM side. Be back with your beef tip right after this, but we'll keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast, youtube.com/beefvegan. Clear.
Check your Todd alert.
What? Looks sold out. Oh, shit.
Yo, the sign up is restricted to people who got an RSVP. The party seems locked.
Oh, you got a nerd blocker on your website?
Nerd blocker.
Is he talking about my party?
Yeah.
What's going on?
It says it's locked. The RSVP is filled.
No,
Oh, okay. Well,
it's not locked. There's 78 tickets out of 200 left.
Okay.
Okay.
Todd
looking
Marley,
at-
what you doing?
Yeah,
what you
dude.
doing, Todd?
What you doing, Tom Marley? Yeah, come
WTF,
on.
Popo?
Yeah, stop being a party pooper too. Don't act like you were gonna come. You're invited though, and you
looking
should
at-
come.
I'm looking at it right now. You can do it.
Where is it on the website? Things to do.
Go to the Instagram. There's a link there.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, if I go to then I'm just gonna put the link on there. Let's see.
You got to do at least one guess at
Yeah, tickets are still available.
DJ Shitty Shane. I
What
really
is
want
it?
that now.
Events and more bio. Let's see. Link bio. Become an insider. Okay. RSVP. Jackrabbit Lounge.
Find it.
Yeah, dude. It is not. Yeah, I don't know.
Todd.
Why are you spreading fake news, Todd?
Fake news.
Yeah, we're here. Look at this. Boom, 78 out of 200. Those tickets will move fast, though, because we just mentioned it on the #1 morning drive
He's
show.
looking at Jackrabbit Lounge.
Oh, you're looking at Jackrabbit Lounge, yeah. So you got to go to Tucson Foodie and link that up. But look at that. Even Evite. Look how festive it is. That's moving snow, bro.
You like
He
that?
wasn't kidding.
Mhm.
You ain't holding back.
Everywhere. He meant it.
This is amazing. I mean, I love how you throw a party, dude.
Thank you.
Oh, I messed up. I'll fill that out later. I just wanted to give it a thumbs up. What if I did this?
Can't go.
Oh, I still gotta fill out my info. Yeah, well,
It just calls you a pussy.
so yeah, exactly. No, it would
Little
be great
bitch.
if you said can't go and said, yeah, puss, you're
Alright,
gonna miss
bitch.
out, as opposed to
Loser.
filling out the info so you get that text message
Mhm.
and a bunch of pictures sent while like live streaming at the party. Like this is what you're missing out on.
You
punk.
can't exit out of it.
Punk.
Punk.
Let's see how much time we have here. Yeah, this is fantastic. I like the way that you put together a party. Oh, and if you RSVP, you get access to all the comments of people talking about how excited they are.
Ooh,
Mm.
Uh-huh.
Cool people.
Yeah. If you guys have ugly sweaters, let me know in the comments. And
Then I'll come get one.
yeah, I would say post them on the comments, but I don't think you can
Right.
share that, unfortunately. But yeah, just go to the thrift store.
I think that this week though, you don't think they'd be sold out? Those are going like hotcakes.
No, I would say that this week you might luck out because some people might be like thrifting. Well, no.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
I was at Savers yesterday, and they still have their whole ugly Christmas sweater section.
Hmm.
So
Really?
yeah, I made mine.
yeah.
It's Hail Santa.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
I made that last year. I'll wear it tomorrow.
Hail Santa.
Yeah. Anything that's like satanic, she's all about. For sure.
Mhm. Oh, I was at Bookman's yesterday too, and they had like a whole like Krampus and like satanic section. It was great.
Go ahead and
They-
tell your mom joke to Shane.
Let me hear the mom joke.
My mom joke?
Mm-hmm.
Which you talking about the Christmas joke?
Yeah.
Oh, what do you call a Christmas menstrual cycle? Did you cross your eyes?
I'm trying to think. I got nothing. What?
Krampus.
Of course.
Yes.
It's actually not my joke. It's my girlfriend's joke.
Well, obviously. But, oh yeah, did she
good.
make it up or did she see it somewhere?
No, it was my time of the month last week, and I'm like, great, Christmas period. And she's like, oh, and then she like came up with it right on the fly, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so proud of you. So good. There's a whole like mom joke versus dad joke war in our house. It's hilarious.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Really?
You're like, tell me less.
Yeah.
Compile them.
Like the party continues there. Is that you tell those jokes during orgy night? Or
That still has not happened.
well, Christmas. Do you believe in Christmas miracles?
I
if
mean,
you wish
who
hard
knows?
enough
Christmas comes early.
and you lie naked underneath the tree, then you never know what may happen.
It's just me like rolled up in wrapping paper being like, Merry Christmas, I'm your gift this year and every year.
Right? You're like, great. Give me something I already have.
Oh, she's recycled.
All right. Let's see. And you don't want to share any of your Christmas non-facts with us?
I hate doing that because it's like the fact checking aspect of it.
I got
really
some bummer ones.
discouraged about the Coca-Cola Santa story, so I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Enough internet for today.
I'll tell you, here's a fact, and this is odd. Do you own any gold? Do any of our friends here own gold?
Like
Yeah,
gold
no.
necklaces?
Just gold in general.
Gold.
I
Yeah,
wish.
gold's a big deal. If you
Gold and
remember
Bitcoin.
Costco, you're probably aware of the fact that they got into the business of selling gold.
Mhm.
Yeah, and over the last quarter, the discount wholesalers sold over $100 million in gold bars. And they
Not
couldn't
in my
even-
Costco.
Well, yeah, they couldn't even keep them in stock because they were moving so fast. And they actually had a 2 bars per membership rule. So these Costco members, not
They
only
put a
they-
limit.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, seriously, like,
Gold rush.
how pretentious and braggadocious can you be? First off, you say, "Oh, I shop at Costco." That's a big way to say, like, I'm better than you, and you know it. And then I hoard gold on top of it. Like, it's
It's just funny, the guy checking at the receipt at the end. He's like, 3? I don't think so.
yeah,
Get the hell out of here.
yeah. Ooh, I want to show this picture. Now, are you a fan of feet, Shane? Are you a feet guy?
I like feet.
Well, I like feet. I like feet a lot.
Yes.
No hesitation.
Show me the feet.
I want people to touch my feet, and I want to touch other people's feet.
Nice.
So, what do you look for in a nice feet?
Cleanliness.
Cleanliness, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's next to horniness. So what do you look for?
And God is horny.
That's about
just
it, man.
like me.
That's
I
it.
don't-
You just want clean
I don't
feet.
mind. Like 2 of my toes are stuck together because of like the way I was born. I've got like a little platypus thing.
Oh, you web feet.
I'm into that. If somebody's got some weird abnormality, that's fine as long as it's clean.
All right. Well, let me ask you
Okay.
if this is a deal breaker. Let me introduce you
As
to a
long as
woman.
it's clean.
This woman
Oh.
here, fantastic.
I'm gonna like her feet.
Her name is Annabelle Anderson, right? You're gonna like her feet. You can tell just by seeing her because she's a gorgeous woman,
Mhm.
right? Here's the deal. She's going viral on TikTok because she suffers from a rare condition.
Oh, I think I saw this.
Oh,
She was
no.
born without toenails.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yep.
Okay, I'm worried.
Her feet
Oh,
look
no.
like this. You sick freak.
What?
Yes.
Oh, poor girl.
I
Somebody should
know.
touch her feet. I'll touch her feet.
Will you touch her feet?
Yeah.
Look at that. It's like a thumb.
What the hell, dude?
Yeah. So, okay.
No, it's not like a thumb.
Oh,
Beef.
no.
Thumbs have fingernails.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see your thumbs, Beef. Oh my
Don't show
god.
my thumbs. All right. So she showed the world her feet, born without fingernails or toenails on her left foot. The lack of toenails and some other bones as well occurred from something called an mnemic band syndrome, ABS is what they call it, which is a rare birth defect that occurs when the sacs lining is damaged during pregnancy, meaning the dad's dick was way too big.
Whoa.
Now, I'm just breaking it down like a doctor. After years of feeling isolated and different, Anderson is now embracing her uniqueness, and it's luckily enough because the rest of her is a dime piece. So you're talking like this is a situation where if you see like an average looking dude or an ugly looking dude with a girl that's as beautiful as Annabelle,
right?
There's the reason there. There's one defect that brings her down to average guy level.
You remember that scene from Shallow Hal? I think.
Yes.
He looked at the hot girl and he's like, I don't want to come. He's like, what's wrong with you? He's like, her toe or pinky toe is like shorter.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had that. And look at, I mean, seriously, and her TikTok when he finds out,
she's a
you have
babe.
no toenails. You know, honestly, like that's not going to stop them from doing it the first time, maybe even the second time. It may stop them from the third time and being in a committed
If
relationship.
she was like sucking my toe.
Yeah, but she is gorgeous. Would you overlook that part? It looks like Penguin's Flipper from Batman Returns.
Yeah. Oh god.
Oh no, be fine.
You know, I got to say, I'm not as bothered as you are by this. I think it's fine.
Yeah.
I get over it with that face.
You are a foot guy.
I'll
Shane.
massage her feet.
You are a foot guy. You literally jumped on board and said immediately, like, I like feet. And you like feet, but this is not the feet that you like.
Dude, all you got to do is be willing to massage her feet, and boom, you get a girl like that.
That
She's
is
famous,
very
she's
true.
Gorgeous.
Right.
That's
confident.
That's why she's gonna end up with a very loving, ugly husband. And good for him.
Do you think Amazon
Good for
Prime?
him.
Do you think Amazon Prime has those fake toenails you can just buy
She could paint them on.
and glue on?
No, she cannot.
Tattoo.
Tattoo them on.
Tattoo.
Yeah. Nope. Not even close.
Dude, she should get like a sleeve, like a tattoo, all like the whole foot. And do something wild with them.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I did. We're back on the air, by the way. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. We just showcased on the stream a picture of a very beautiful girl named Annabelle, who's born with a rare condition where she grew no toenails on her left foot and some bones. So her left foot is the most haggard you've probably ever seen. But we're debating on how much we would love her just because the rest
they're
of her
clean.
is so hot.
They're clean.
They're
So they're
super
good to go.
clean. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to get any toenail fungus if there's no toenails.
Mhm.
I guess, but would you suck on them toes? Shane,
Are we on the air?
we are.
Yes.
He wasn't going to answer if we weren't on the air.
Yeah, that's good.
I want everyone to know.
Yeah, her name is Annabelle Anderson, and she is on TikTok if you want to follow her. The rest of her, I said, she's a knockout. And, you know, it's just a balance. If it's one of those things are all the atheists out there, if you don't believe in God, just believe in the balance of like, you know, nature, God, or like, you know, somebody will birth this beautiful human being, this woman who's like a goddess that you would be obsessed about. And just to make it even and give every normal guy out there a chance, give her one defective foot. And be like, okay, it's attainable.
It's just one foot?
Yeah, the right one's okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not both?
Yo, are you in now?
Yeah.
Okay, fair. Fair enough.
For sure.
So that leads me
Keep
to
one
the
sock on. Just one
Ooh,
sock.
does she get half off pedicures?
Yeah, you know she does.
Too soon.
You know she
Genius.
does.
Actually better.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, unfortunately, that's all the time we have for the show today. But I will leave you with this beef tip. Just like Annabelle here teaches us, you know, you never know what's underneath. So go up to any beautiful girl and treat her like she has a birth defect. She might actually have a birth defect and might give you an actual chance. Because a lot of times you think there's no way in hell this woman be into you, but you don't know what her feet look like. So shoot your shot. And that's your beef tip. Shane, thanks for coming in. TucsonFoodie.com. I don't know if he wants to be associated with that last beef tip, but still, enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and rock local. Later.
When you wish
What's that? Is that not a good beef tip?
Great show, everybody.
On brand.
Approach every girl like she has a birth defect. You never know. You might have a shot.
I will knock out all